I'm at a loss for words.
There's a bit of a difference when it comes to being a Valkyrie wizard.
Oh, okay.
Actually, something that you guys probably would have noticed during the battle was any time. However, how many spells did you use last battle?
Let me check. I used 5.
Okay.
Did you?
Yep. Most of them were shields, though. I will say that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so how many different ones did you use then?
Let's see. I used shield, and then I used dragon's
Shield.
breath, and then I used magic of missile.
Okay. So you guys would have seen him, at least for the Dragon's Breath and the Magic Missile, touching different parts of his skin on his body. And as he does so, the tattoos that he has underneath ignite in color and activate his spells.
All right.
I wouldn't have seen that. I was too far away.
I would have not seen that because I was unconscious.
Don't worry, I shortly joined you and then went beyond that and into death.
See, guys, it's not that I was unconscious because I'm bad at fighting. It's because I
Alright.
really didn't want to upstage you.
I'm going to make this vow here, and I most certainly will break it at some point, but at least I made the vow. I am not going to die for the rest of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Until
Oh,
the end.
God.
Halvard went
Yeah.
beyond. Plus Ultra.
God damn it.
Alrighty then. So, starting off tonight, we'll go ahead and recap last session a little bit. One by one, different members of this party started to trickle into oh good, oh goodness, the Brine's Cup, seeking information on the Iron Hearth bounty posting that had been, by word of mouth and by, in some locations, actual flyers set apart throughout the rest of the Kralset continent. Not quite being exactly what maybe they were expecting for different varying levels between the different ones that were the first to show up. They were able to meet Casper McCarthy, the leader of the faction of Iron Hearth that run out of Akatku in Nurg specifically. He met with you each, almost all, one on one first, before telling you all to return back to the Bride's Cup later on that night so he can, as a whole, tell everyone that who is going to be going on this expedition the relevant information and allow them all to ask questions then. So, some stayed in the tavern while others went shopping and getting accommodations for the night. But ultimately, they all arrived back at the somewhat predispensed meeting time. And as Casper was the last one to arrive, took you all in a direction in the corner of the tavern to delegate and let you all see who's going to be directly involved in this next movement. He told you all what he had available, the reward for said duty, possible extra rewards if things were done a certain way, and the general direction in which the encounters had previously with his other groups. Some questions were asked of him, not a whole lot, but everyone took stock of one another, knew that though a tentative alliance is formed between you all, at least in the sake of self-preservation, you all would have each other's backs, at least initially. But the night went by, drinks were had, some somewhat permanently staying overnight in the tavern, but all reconvening in the morning and heading out. Following somewhat off from the coast in a northwesterly direction, going in to where the one survivor of the initial first party had told him well, I told Casper, and Casper told you guys where these creatures were. You guys ended up getting into the last bit of the crevice that the water is coasting over the land of actually Kotku. This being the location where you know to have been the last known location of these creatures. You guys were on guard and nothing happened. So, without much more ideas to do, you guys started traveling up this sort of ravine. After a bit of traveling, movement was seen across on the other embankment, and you guys traveled across the water and got to that side. Some a little more ahead than others, as not as easy going through decently deep waters for the shorter people in the group. But as you guys started to get across, those that were lagging behind got impacted by some sort of light sphere that ended up paralyzing everybody. These tentacle-like light masses started to crawl, come out from underneath the water and sand in different locations and were beset upon the group. With the constant flashbang grenades of bombs that these things can exude going off and stunning people for times and having a decently hardy pool of life to work with as well, they were not an easy defeat between the entirety of the group, but ultimately, with some nicks, bruises, cuts, scrapes, and unconsciousness being had, you guys were able to dispatch the last of these creatures and started to catch your breaths on the far coast of this ravine that was almost for a moment there looking like possibly your grave sites. But we ended there, and now you guys, with it currently being just a little around noon, there is still plenty of day left ahead of you, and a couple hours of travel to head back as well. But the rest of the day is yours.
Hey, DM.
See.
How many points of exhaustion? Wasn't it 2?
I thought it was only one.
I think it was only one.
Okay, just making sure.
Did you go down again after that first level?
I thought I went down twice.
Did you?
No, you went down twice, but like you didn't incur the first penalty until you got back up after the second
Yeah, it was
down.
the second time that the first
Yeah.
level of exhaustion.
Okay, I'm just double checking. That's all. I want to make sure that I
One
mark
for
it.
free.
So
No, you immediately lose your left leg.
good. The right one's my favorite.
Your last name is Hooker?
Yeah.
Right.
Got a problem?
A little bit.
Okay.
Why?
I'll just say it's probably appropriate.
You know that's a position on a fishing vessel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's only when you find out that his middle name is the.
My name's not prostitute. Jesus.
Not yet.
I would never sell myself for that. I couldn't afford me.
Well, speaking of being able to
Malcolm
afford stuff,
Malcolm is actually surprisingly averse to semen.
Been around a lot.
As in the boat.
should we
Anyway.
start collecting some monster parts? You said that there was one dead on land, so it didn't melt into the water like the other ones did.
I mean, I already know for a fact that Madrynix is holding on to a limp tentacle.
Yeah, I was going to start carving them up.
I'm going to search for that like pearl thing that they were, or that the tentacles originated from.
Pearl thing?
Was it not? I think I had it. Hold on. Isn't there's like a little ball that all the tentacles originated from or something?
Yeah, it wasn't a pearl. It was just a conglomeration of where all the tentacles came together that had like subdermal lighting behind it. So
Okay.
once the light is out, then it just fades down into the same texture and color as the tentacles.
Like a cuttlefish.
All right, then yeah, I'll grab the one of the cores to make sure that a bit more of it can be researched.
How big is the mouth of my bag?
What was that?
How big is the mouth of my bag?
Your backpack?
My bag of holding.
Oh, bag of holding. That one is. I think it's just straight up.
I guess a 2 foot
bag.
diameter.
Yeah, I think yours is a straight up bag, so it's 2 feet.
All right.
2 feet by a foot, I think, or 2 feet by a foot and a half, something like that.
All right. Well, instead of having to cut the whole thing up, why don't we just stuff it in my bag for later?
Oh, will it fit?
It should. Yeah. Yeah, I can fit a lot of things in this. Well, that's why all of a sudden I weigh 45 pounds less.
Well, all right then. If you think it'll stick in there.
I mean, it's not going to be in there for very long because it's only going to take a couple hours to get back, right?
Right. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and just hand over the mess of tentacles.
Sure, I'll shove it in a bag. Well, that's that. Shall we head back then? Or should we head uptown to see, if we could get some refreshments or something before we make our way back?
I say we celebrate with a drink.
Honey,
We may have
You-
to come back anyway.
you're right. Fez, are you doing all right?
Well, it never hurts to say yes to a drink.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that.
I could use a break.
All right, then. Let's do it.
1 hour break, 2 hour break.
I mean, we don't technically have to go into town to get a drink. And I'll pull out my jug and say beer.
You see
If anybody's thirsty, I take a big swig.
Hold it on hand, just like, yes, please.
I'll hand it over.
I take a
You know,
few swigs myself.
I wasn't exactly paying attention to the other side of the battlefield. How was your combat, Halbert?
Ah, yes.
Majestic. It was absolutely glorious. You should have seen him. He was the marvel of grace and power.
I think I died.
What?
God damn it.
To be fair, I
He-
was like,
He did it majestically.
yeah, it was like a white light and everything. But I'm pretty sure I can only do that once. So I'm
Dranex
going to
just
try.
blinks. I may have overestimated your ability. As he just starts walking away.
All right.
For you, Halvard, drinking the beer, it's like
Mhm.
it's like you're a Guinness man, and then you drink a Bud Light.
Oh, absolutely.
It tastes just like slightly alcoholic water. It'll still do the trick if you have enough of it. But...
Right, hold on. And I just take another two more swigs. All right, there we go. There you go.
All right. Thank you
I
very
just
much.
hand it back.
Malcolm?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean, there's 4 gallons. We're not going to run out anytime soon.
I always feel
You
like
mean-
Malcolm would be the guy who's last and just takes out the Las Vegas sippy straw and just shoves it in there and walks with it.
Basically. Are there any reeds along this
No.
water?
That's her task.
I'm gonna have to get a straw made somewhere.
All
Well,
right,
for what
then.
it's worth, Mithrinix is like taking the one tentacle that he did get and is kind of like just like hunching it over his shoulder. He actually wants to see what happens on the trip back to it as he's like traveling in the sunlight.
I will I will take the jug away from Malcolm because I know how long he'll keep it, and hand it to Fez.
I take a drink. And pass it on. I nod in thanks.
You're welcome.
Right.
Uh,
I'm going to as he McDronix. How do you say it again?
Mickey
honey,
Medronix, right?
Call him Nicky.
Midrinix, but he's used to it.
D.
Mhm.
Nice.
Although, be careful.
As he starts making his way across the ravine again back towards the town. Like I went up. Listen, that was like a total fluke. I promise, I'm better than that.
You know what? I want to see a persuasion.
Right, my best. You know, this is fine, I guess.
All right. Of course. Someone as skilled as you couldn't possibly go down unless they cheated.
Right, you know
Takes his
those
free
stunts,
hand.
like.
Takes his free hand, like grips your shoulder. It's like,
Mhm.
if we ever see them again, I'm sure we will bust them down together.
Of course, I will have my mighty ally beside me. You and my other friend Gorm.
Blinks.
You know,
Gorm?
Yes, I unfortunately lost Gorm, but I will summon him back on the next convenient time.
Hey Tam, it sounds like he's got an imaginary friend.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Gorm is not imaginary. He's been with me since childhood. Or
Oh.
she.
Definitely.
Or it. How
Well,
do
is
they
it a he or a
communicate?
she?
I'm
All
not
right.
sure. What would you call a familiar from another realm?
I don't know. I've never had one before.
Familiar from another room. I'll leave
Yes, that's
that.
what Gorm is.
All right, we'll believe you for now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you'll bring Gorm around pretty soon.
Sure, as soon as we get back into town and wait about an hour or so.
Is Gorm your friend from way up north?
Oh, yes, he's been with me since I could summon.
All right, then shall we head back, or are we going to this town?
I say we head back. I'd rather we get this business through so we could not waste any time.
Sounds good to me.
How about you, Dragon Man?
200 feet away.
Just like
We head
calls
back?
back, are you all coming?
Yeah, I'll be
Oh.
right there. And I just start jogging over to him.
Wonder if he's gonna trip and knock himself out.
All right.
I don't know. He seems pretty single-minded to me.
I mean, we say that, but isn't he running on like 1 HP?
I am running on 1 HP.
Sounds about right.
How much damage can I do with a ball bearing?
Not 1 HP.
Damn.
Earth the Marsh, maybe.
Oh, true. Very true.
Ganthrock definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Ganthrock could do 10 HP. Let's be real.
Ganthrock throws a fucking ball bearing. It's like getting shot with a rifle.
And they also get knocked 5 feet in the air.
All right. So you guys head back, going back, following the coast back to Nerd. The town is decently awake, not as lively as the early morning or during sunset when either the boats go out or come in. But there's still plenty of shops that are open, as well as plenty of people moving about the town. The Iron Hearth is open, if you want to just go straight there.
Yeah, that would be a good
Mhm.
plan.
Just when you guys all initially met Casper, he's off into the corner at the table. As far for you,
Oh, sorry.
for Nyx, the tentacle itself doesn't seem to tan, doesn't seem to dry out or anything like that. It stays just as moist and adhesive as it ever did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was sticky. That's
And
the
now,
good
so
thing.
are you.
Your entire back.
Ugh.
You sit down and you have to like peel yourself off like Velcro.
Gross.
And like as he's doing it, I just want to imagine like it also like makes like a sound.
Yeah.
But like a long drawn out one as he's slowly peeling
Oh
the
yeah.
tentacle off.
As you slowly do it, it just
Oh, that's so gross. You might want to have that looked at.
just big old sucker marks along his back.
By the way, we killed it, if you couldn't tell.
Casper kind of looks up, and as you guys have gotten closer, on the inside of the booth that is sort of unseeable by the front door, there's another individual who had been sitting there. And as you guys get closer and say that, kind of looks up, and Casper is decently surprised and kind of counts everybody there and is smiling. But before he could say anything, the other individual who was sitting there, a hood over their head, they're kind of sitting cross-legged, and a large sword hilt kind of cuts out in front of them. They got both their hands over it.
Oh,
At least you're not as inept as the other ones.
right. So also, there were 3 other things. We weren't quite expecting the numbers.
That doesn't seem to be a problem. Should it have been?
Well, there's also the possibility there could be more than 3 of them. Just saying.
Casper, this time, yes. It's something to keep under advisement, and we will, keep a tally. Do you know exactly where you came across these ones?
Right. We headed like farther towards the leftish area, right?
He said left. Left, they said.
I'm
Sure,
looking
honey.
I'm looking over to the rest of the group party as I'm saying this, just like completely unsure myself as I did not, as Halvard for sure did not count the exact feet.
No, please. Leftish. Please,
So I think he's
describe it,
I
great
believe,
leader.
It's like I believe it was a mile down the waterway away from the ocean.
Yeah, and it was on like the side towards the town,
The
and then like
leftish
in the
side
riverbed.
or
The
the
what?
rightish side?
The forward side.
Oh, sorry. This is why you're in charge of directions.
Oh yeah, we have this as well, and I'll pull out the body of the thing and slop it on the floor.
Oh,
Sorry,
also,
we could.
Remember to close your eyes when you're fighting it.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't bring it back alive, but they were kind of dangerous.
No, it's quite alright, and gives us something to work off of when we send more people out in case more arrive. Thank you. He kind of snaps, and that portly Triton bartender you just hear the groan of uh, can you get this? Take it to the back and just leave it there for a while.
I'd recommend refrigerating it. It's starting to stink.
No, unfortunately, that smells like you guys.
Fair enough.
Does it? I mean, I showered yesterday.
Yeah, but we did just get almost inside of those things.
Well, I guess so,
Yeah,
yeah.
every one of you
They're
that ever got wrapped up.
Which is everybody.
Yeah,
You
all
all
of
have
us.
a nice little layer of just like everything that was in the air because you were sticky for a while.
Mhm.
So there's just all scents, smells, debris. It's all just caked onto you in different directions.
Wait a minute, yeah. I had to walk past in the river back again. Wouldn't that mean I basically dunked myself underwater?
These things, it's if you've ever dealt with octopus, it doesn't really give a shit if you go in water.
It's mucus.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
you
like
have to like.
that's
wipe
literally
yourself
that's
off.
literally the purpose of that mucus as a hydrophobic layer.
Yeah, so it like you would need to scrub and like you can turpentine time. But yeah, so you guys have just been like taking like all the sea air and everything is just all over you.
Right, I knew I was forgetting something. So, how about we can freshen up a bit and discuss payment after that?
I was actually thinking the sooner we get our reward, the sooner we can get cleaned up.
Well, that's more than, and he pulls out the satchel of gold. I don't see why we can't take care of that now. Before I hand this over, you all have done a wonderful job. It seems that you guys work well in tandem together. Would you be interested in a position with the Iron Hearth?
I mean, I think that'd be doable.
Of course.
There's more gold like this where that comes from, and different and interesting creatures to fight.
Are we obligated?
No, not at all. Just it's nice to when a business transaction is complete to know who you're shaking the hand of, a compatriot or just an acquaintance.
I have some misgivings about my group. Looks over to two individuals specifically. But
I got a feeling he's looking at me.
He's
I have seen others in battle, and I cannot help but respect their valor.
I put a hand on, gosh dang. I keep
Madronix?
forgetting your name. Madronix's shoulder, and I'll say, "Don't worry, we'll convert them to our side sooner or later. They just merely need to see the benefits."
He knows we can
Good.
hear him, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, I hope he knows.
Of course I know. That's why I said it so loud.
Mhm.
It really sounded like you were trying to whisper, and you were failing.
Of course not.
Oh,
And then you just hear him whisper again. God damn it.
We heard that too.
I've had enough of these individuals. Gasper, have a good night. And as the individual moves to leave the booth and stand up in front of you all, you see he rises and rises and rises. He's about 7'4".
Jesus.
You see what looks to be a Goliath individual underneath. For those that do know what they look like, but a No tattoos on the face or neck. Looks like one eye has been cleaved but is still working somehow. Um, and uh, maybe like half an inch beard and goatee that runs across, but bald head. And he just gets up and kind of starts walking, physically moving people out of his way with just his presence, if need be. And he walks up, grabs a mug, kind of just downs it in one go, and walks out the door.
Amberley swoons a little bit.
Man, a few words and great action. Who was that guy?
Oh, sorry about my friend there. He's a bit higher up in the Iron Hearth. He just was coming to check on how things were going here.
Does he have a name?
Yes.
Do we get to know it?
His name is Torsten.
He's a tattooless Kratos.
He kind of looks over at you, however, and goes, maybe you've heard of him? One of the few people the Valkyrie actually allowed to stay in their towns that aren't Valkyrie.
And his name was what?
Torsten. Torsten.
Do I know him?
Let me see, what town were you from again?
Harewood.
No.
Not to be confused.
Must have been one of the ones closer to the border. I do not know of him, unfortunately.
Oh, well, it's quite alright. So back to business. I've got your money here. I heard a few of you. Looks like you'll be joining.
I don't see why not.
What about you, little goblin man? You joining?
It's fine.
Wonderful. And a bigger smile cuts across Casper's face. Well, I'm glad to welcome you all to the Iron Hearth. Here. And he dumps down the gold in front of you all. Kind of slips to the side a little bit, and a couple coins roll out onto the table. Feel free to divvy that up as you like. I believe none of these creatures are alive, so unfortunately no bonus in that regard. But we have more jobs.
Will you be requiring a full report?
As long as you bring back trophies like this, I think that and locations, that should be enough to send an expeditionary team behind to recount everything that they can find, and if everything matches up, then no report necessary. Obviously, if you get into a situation where you take on a job and the creature gets away, or there's multitude and you weren't able to kill all of them, then I would need a report, because then I need to send in a tracking team.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
But wonderful. You all divvy up your gold. I'm gonna go get us some drinks.
All right.
There is a dump shower out the back if you want to clean up a little.
A what?
A dump shower.
Dump shower.
Oh.
Basically, one of the
Excellent.
showers that a lot of fish places would have to.
Yeah, no. I figured it out once you said dump shower.
Yep.
I was able to put it.
Water bucket top pour.
Yep.
Would the place that we were staying last night have an actual bath?
Not a bath, a communal shower space.
Okay. And how much gold was it?
Think about the others.
It's 500 gold for the dead ones. And if we subdued and captured one, it would have been an extra 75 each.
So it's 100 each, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys can split 500 gold between everybody.
Mm-hmm. And then after of which I shall take a shower in the dump shower using prestidigitation to assist me if possible.
I'm gonna take my gold.
And then I'm going to spend let's see. I'm going to spend a gold. Let's see, actually, what's the best drink they got here?
Well, Casper's actually getting that right now for you all.
Oh,
And
nice.
I am gonna walk over to Fez, and I am gonna give him 25 of my 100 gold.
Not you said you're gonna kick him.
And I am gonna say, keep up the good work, little dude.
Thanks. So, how much do we put in?
You would put in 125.
As you're doing business, please try not to fall unconscious as much anymore.
I won't. It's expensive.
Very. Can we get some food? I got a feeling we're all gonna be kind of hungry.
Yeah, no, Casper's getting the whole spread for you guys.
He's like, calamari.
Pretty much.
Well, he's getting the food then. I'm gonna wash this stink off.
Easy enough to do.
I will wait
Yeah,
until all the boys are done, and then I'll go and wash.
Yep.
So Medrynix is going to he's also going to go to the dump shower, but he is going to return with his chainmail off,
Oh wait, fuck me.
essentially
Oh,
shirtless.
so I
how
may
far are we
have made a slight mistake. So, I had one less spell prepared than I should have.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow problem.
Which means that I should have had Misty Step the entire time, technically.
God damn it.
Yep.
And the story just keeps getting worse. Anyway,
You are the best wizard ever.
I know.
How far are we from the ocean?
Not that far, like literally.
Dope.
300
I'm gonna go to the ocean. I'm just gonna like cast off my armor because that's something that I can do, and just fucking rinse off in the water.
Just get all that salt water all up in the crevices.
Hell yeah.
It's the abrasiveness that helps clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes a little bit longer because these creatures were living in salt water, so they're kind of used to it.
Man, it's also just an opportunity to swim around a bit.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Malcolm is secretly a Triton.
Slowly turning into one. But
Only from the waist down.
blue balls? Anyway.
Retipped.
Gotcha. So, after everyone gets themselves situated in however way they want to, Casper, once everyone's back collected in the Brian's Cup, goes and gets the spread of drink and food out for all of you all, and just kind of like hucks it down in the middle of the table and says, have at it. And there's plenty of different types of food here, not only just seafood, but a lot of other, staples, pastries, vegetables, roots, and roughage, and it's a pretty decent spread from what you've experienced of this place so far. And whoever drinks the drink,
I will.
It's a bit of a kick down the throat.
Dope.
Ooh.
And then, like, you guys watch as Casper has poured them into little shot glasses rather than like full drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and like asks who wants one and pours one forward and kind of all cheers to the Iron Hearth and takes the shot.
Mhm.
Is
I take my shot and I get do the same to the Iron Hearth and then just down it.
Yeah. Kind of cuts in the back of the throat and gets a bit of a cough out of a couple of you, but even Casper coughs to it. Whew. Some good stuff. They call it Jaeger.
Oh,
Jaeger. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. It's something from the Germanic tribes. Different consonants.
Hmm.
I have to think
Yeah.
that it possibly means kick you in the throat and slap you in the face, because that's what it feels like.
Oh, definitely. Could I get another?
tastes like bad choices.
I'll sip mine.
I also have some ale here. For those
That I will not sip.
who are not interested. And then also, they have this thing. We call it a Jaeger bomb.
It's where you drop it in the ale.
Malcolm knows.
Oh, I'm aware. Like I said, it tastes like bad choices.
To bad choices.
The bad choices.
Too bad choices.
Clink, drop it in the ale, and slam it down.
Medrynix decidedly doesn't drink it at the cheer of to bad choices, and then proceeds to drink it.
In Medronix's head, he goes, to their bad choices.
Why would you
I
celebrate
guess
bad
since
choices?
it wasn't particularly visible while he was wearing his armor, but his his red chest is actually like covered in like various healed over but still visible scars.
It takes the term red chested to a whole new level.
Mhm. So, let's test how many of these I can down. Actually, how many of these am I allowed to down?
I mean, he's got what would equate to like a full handle of Jaeger, so.
It's
Bro, and that's like 10 copper.
Oh, the Jaeger? No, not here.
No, Jaeger for some reason is stupid expensive.
Because it's a staple that everyone needs to have.
No, it's trash.
No, it is trash, but it's still a staple you need to have.
I know.
Everyone's got a bottle of Jaeger that hasn't been touched for like 4 years, just shoved in the back of the freezer somewhere.
I have a bottle of rum that hasn't been touched in like 6 months.
Well, rum's good when it doesn't get touched.
It's kind of like have like the fine china. It's there for seeing, not for eating.
I haven't owned a bottle of Jaeger in almost 10 years.
I actually took a Jaeger shot like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm fine.
One of my first times drinking, I made
So
the
2 weeks
poor
ago?
decision. About. I made the poor decision of drinking wine than brandy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Did you vomit?
Oh yes.
I took a shot of pure Everclear once on a dare.
Yeah.
I took it fine.
I feel like everybody's done that though.
But yeah, but I feel like the difference is like how much you're not coughing up as it just like immediately starts floating up your nose.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Nobody said you had to run and take one now. Jeez.
Casper, you all right there, buddy?
Sorry. This ganja hits different. As Casper turns around with a pipe. Cheese it just tried to kill me.
Hey, you survived.
Yeah, unlike some people.
Maybe the second muffin will dislodge the first.
Oh, I know. Okay. All right, moving on.
All right. So as far as the night goes, it's gonna talk about different jobs that he's been out on, not only beast but man as well. He's going to talk about some of the opportunities that are available in the different countries here, and start to go over some of the ranks in the Iron Hearth as well.
We start getting notes out. Is that what you're
Yep.
hinting at?
Already going.
Let's- Yep. Rushing there now.
Russian.
Dang it, wrong folder.
Huh?
I have many folders for many notes.
I've got a folder just on my desktop that says Valak D&D.
Oh, before I forget, Nyx at some point would have, like during conversations, would have insisted that that Tamberlay, Halvard, and Casper would be permitted to call him Nyx.
Oh.
All right, honey.
But no one else, bitches.
You know what? I just heard him saying that people are allowed to call him that. That's all I heard.
And you know what? You can call me Hal. If you'd like.
Shallow
Doesn't
Hal.
matter to me.
That's real shallow. Oh, damn it. You beat me by...
Yep, sorry.
Da, 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 da.
Everyone's notes out.
Now
We
I just
have-
want Infinity to just start singing his own rendition of Daisy, Daisy.
Unfortunately, I don't know the song, so that time will not come.
I have been
But
disappointed.
yes, I am
this
ready.
way.
Ready to go.
Ready.
All right. So you guys are entry level. You guys are the rank of Blade. Then it goes Dagger, Jambia, Jambya, Scimitar, Longsword, Great Axe. Oh, sorry, Great Sword, Great Axe, and Halberd.
Bro, you're already at the top rank.
Oh, but the actual top rank is. Where'd it go? Oh, I miss you so.
Imperial Wizard. Grand Dragon. Those are
Imperial
not
Grand
D&D.
Dragon Wizard.
None of those are D&D. That is all the KKK, by the way. Because they have weird ranking structures.
Why would you bring that into this?
Because it's funny. Because those dorks wear robes and they like to act like they're magical creatures. But they're better than people, is what they think.
You know what? I very rarely, like in a campaign, get to use the organization tab on the character sheet.
Hmm.
This is a really special occasion.
I didn't even think about. You know what?
Neither.
Like, yeah, you're right.
Description. Notes.
Okay,
There
sorry.
it is. Notes.
The top rank is the Scythe.
The scythe.
Scythe.
Scyther.
All these pop culture references are going too hard.
So then that would make Torsten.
All right, but yeah, so with the different jobs that he's done, the different jobs that are currently available on this continent, as well as other continents that are nearby, there are some that seem a little bit too fantastical to probably be realistic, like capturing a live adult red dragon.
Bro, that's easy.
And going down to mundane as clearing out rat infestations. But being the blade, you guys only have openings for so much. So by the time that the end of the night goes down, you guys get asked the question of where do you want to go, or how far, or like what are your parameters for you guys as a group now? Which, as a functioning group within the Eye of Hearth, you guys need to come up with your own name.
Great.
But
Hmm.
he wants to know like what's your guys' range basically. Do you want to dictate it more on payment or dictate it more on getting more jobs under your belt? Depending, obviously, higher payment jobs are going like this one that you guys just did is going to be a higher feather in your cap, whereas it's either doing jobs of quantity or quality. It's up to you.
I vote quality.
But what's the benefit of quantity? It's just
More
a lot
jobs, more
easier
money.
jobs.
It's just easier jobs. It's not technically more money. It's a lot easier jobs, but you'll need a lot more of them to progress.
Ah.
So it's like XP farming or try and jump.
Mm.
You gotta take that leap, baby.
As the other guy who was sleeping most of the last fight.
That was a fluke, as I've said.
Oh, yeah. Sure. 100% success rate so far. Doesn't mean it's a fluke to us. I just like how I'm like the shitbag of the group because I went down and you're like a hero and you went down more.
Sometimes being the one to go down a little bit more makes you a hero.
True.
Just depends on how late in the night it is.
Yeah, Halberd really put some time in on his knees.
On his back.
And I guess to Halvard's credit, he did get a killing blow.
On
Woke up in
himself?
just enough time.
Literally, honestly, all right. I'm gonna say I should have done a lot better in that fight than I actually did. Like I had so
Well-
many tools that I should have used.
But you didn't.
I know because I was tired.
Uh-huh. That's why.
Or
Gotta watch
because
out
you're
for that heat
Libra.
exhaustion.
Actually, like during this particular conversation, perhaps some of us should get their feet wet first, and just takes a long, drawn-out sip.
But
And there is a cup of tea sitting right next to the ale, ready to be spilt when necessary.
So the question is that what would you guys rather have as your next job? Doesn't need to be taken right away, but the sooner it does get taken, the sooner you can take it off the list. So you're not possibly having to deal with other Iron Hearth members going after the same bounty.
Yeah, let's do quality.
All right, with no objections, quality it is. Then comes into play your travel situation. Do you want to do as close by as possible or branch out?
Traveled a bit. I can travel some more.
I guess we're your field service team.
Just not anything actually in the water. I tend to be a bit bad at that.
Yeah, we saw that.
Well, you
Let's
did real
see.
good on land. I know it was a fluke. It was a fluke.
I thought that if I stabbed my spear in the my
Turtle?
pike
In the
in the
turtle?
river.
Oh, sorry, my bad. What were you saying?
Well, to be fair, I didn't know it was a turtle. I just thought it was the floor.
Mhm.
What are you, a half-orc stabbing the ground?
It was a test. To be fair, it failed, but it still proved
Yes,
something.
it did.
So anyways, traveling jobs. Let's make some gold.
All right, where are we going? North, south?
Well,
East?
that brings me up to you. I'm trying to figure out whether or not you want to keep it relatively close by, or if the world is open to you.
The world is open.
All right. I'm guessing then one of you has a ship.
We can get one.
Can
All
we?
right, I like that gusto.
Can we? You're like, can we? Yeah.
You can certainly try. But if this is the case, then a couple more things open up to you. But you're still in the blade class, so not a whole lot in this regard. Let me check what I have for this continent first to make things a bit easier.
Guard dogs.
Hey,
That's right. You tell him.
it's the new puppy.
Oh.
Mommy's walking.
Yeah, I
by
was
the
kidding.
dog.
Needs to assert his dominance in his new home.
There.
Eins, that's enough. Hold on, let me grab him so he's not screaming my ear off.
Sorry, I think this whole session is just going to be us fawning over Puppy.
I'd love to fawn over Puppy.
I want a dog.
Well,
I
you should
have
get
a
one
dog.
then.
I can't get a dog.
Why not?
Not where I
Allergic?
live.
Then
Oh.
get a cat.
I have 2 cats.
Aha.
They're not the same thing as a dog.
No, they are not.
Both of them are fluffy little assholes. And one of them's a potato.
All right,
Yeah.
dog has been acquired. Okay, so as far as jobs that I have available in the Crossed Continent, you guys are the blade class. He pulls out a couple different parchments out of different pockets in his back, and he's kind of looking at them quickly, putting some away. All right, so well, in Basmudgeon, what I've got here is what seems to be a couple undead creatures out of the forest between Lanatov and Basmudgeon. Not exactly sure what it is, but not decently difficult as far as creature-wise goes. But there are a lot of them from what I last heard.
Right. Is there like a next one or like another option?
Yes. Hold on.
Are you afraid of... You alright, man?
Yeah,
Too close to
I'm
home?
fine. I'm fine.
No, you seem to pass on that real quick.
Well, it's just I've been doing that as a sort of like job-ish for the past 5 years, and I want to do like, vary out a bit.
Oh, so that
Oh,
means
something you're good at.
you're an expert. I mean, so you can...
We've got.
And I would like to be able to see your valor against them on the battlefield.
We got a pair of Vanderhobs that have been causing a ruckus in Hureft.
What
All
the
right,
hell
all
is a
right. That's good.
Vanderhoff?
I like that.
Vander Hobbs and Huref?
Correct.
Well, I mean, we should do this like undead creatures job and just clean it up real quick, because I mean, you're already familiar with it.
Just
but,
so I, make things clear, you can only accept 2 contracts at once before one needs to be either resigned or completed.
All right. How about do we want to hear some more, or are we settled on one of the 2?
Well, he said it. There's probably a few more, right?
Yeah.
Let's listen to what we got. But we know we have an expert on one of them, so that could be a quick payday for us.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
So, like I said, the Banther Hub in Hugh Reft. We have a report. He pulls out a parchment. This one's got a bit of like a darker tint to it. Some demonic creature that has been creating problems in Athmapwake.
Hey, I know where that is.
It's not entirely sure what it is, only that a couple clerics have gone down there and pinpointed that it's some sort of fiend. But it can disguise itself and live amongst the population, so it's been of a problem jumping between the towns and infiltrating in different regards. That one
Sounds
probably
like an
pays.
ex of mine.
That one pays the most out of all of these jobs so far.
Oh, pays the most. Nice. I like that.
Yes,
Also sound
there's quite a few different towns in Othmapwake that's pitched in to pay for that one.
also sounds like probably the one that's most likely to put your valor to the test.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed.
What are the details on that one?
Yeah, just kind of like what I said. Some sort of fiendish creature disguising itself among the population, infiltrating different um, establishments and businesses, basically stripping them of all things profitable, killing those it feels necessary, and then moving on.
I'll vote for this one.
Hmm.
Got a couple more.
All right.
Let's see. A few banshees off the coast of Ulflisar have been causing a problem.
Banshees, Oflisar,
Yes, I believe there's 4 of them.
4 banshees.
Yes, only 2 have been seen immediately in the same vicinity of one another, but there has been notes of different types. Looks like a white one, a blue one, a sort of silver, and a gold. Should be interesting.
Wow, that almost sounds like opposing dragons.
Quite. Okay, so besides that, we've got. That's pretty much all of it on this continent.
Well, we can start there
Think so.
till we can buy ourselves a boat.
I mean, if that's how you guys want to do it. I've also got a pack of hobgoblins in the next continent over that have been causing quite a problem with the trade route, but if you guys don't have a boat yet, then I guess this is what you have available to you.
Mm.
I don't know. We could do the Banderhoffs and Hugh Rift and then make that on the way to the undead creatures in Buzzmudgeon or on the border.
We could also do the Banderhoffs than the Devil.
Mm. I feel like you're avoiding that undead thing.
I just think that it won't be a proper test of my metal.
Oh, what would be a proper test of your metal?
A devil, I have not yet. I have yet to face one.
Well, I'm thinking since we all kind of, well, namely you and I, got to spend a little bit of extra quality time with the squid folk, we should maybe dip our toes in the waters in something you're more familiar with. I'm used to getting my ass kicked. Doesn't sound like you are.
No, I also do have a troll in Buzzmudgeon that needs to be taken care of.
Oh, we can go to Bismudgeon,
Yeah.
2 for 1.
I think we should put this up to a vote.
All right. So everybody up for the undead creatures.
Hold on. Damn it. Never mind.
Oh, we're gonna do something cute.
I was thinking about it.
I raise my hand.
I do
For the
too.
undead
Uh,
creatures?
Yeah.
Halvard
raise
does
my hand.
not.
Raises his hands.
So everyone but Halvard.
Right.
Look right at Halvard and say, all those opposed?
Halvard
Put my
raises
hand
his
down.
hand.
I do believe the eyes have it.
All right
Come
then.
now, Halvard. We'll be able to make quick work of it together.
See?
Oh,
Looks like
I
Nyx
really
has
do
your
hope
back.
so.
Oh,
Medronic
y'all are
looks at
becoming
you
fast
crossly.
friends.
You
Who
looked at me,
gave you
what?
permission to use that name?
I thought you just said that we could call you that.
Was I talking to you?
I don't know who you were talking. I was barely paying attention. I just heard you telling people your name.
Eyes narrow. Don't make that mistake again.
Did I say it wrong?
All right. Tensions aside, I need to put down a group name for this.
Well, you didn't think we were going to come up with one right away, did you?
Hammy's Terrible Traveling Troupe.
I mean, I kind of like that.
Bad decisions.
Bad decisions. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm not sure how it would how it would represent us to have our name Bad Decisions.
Because
you can
the
look-
people that are going up against us made the wrong decisions.
Exactly. Yes. Wonderful. Made bad decisions.
We can always change that later, right?
Nope.
When you guys progress to the next rank, you could.
All right.
Or
All right.
or if one of us dies, whichever comes first.
No, because then I just feel like it sticks. Anyway.
Halvard.
So, bad decisions. Who wants to sign for it? Who's going to be the de facto leader?
Medronic's just
Fine.
takes the clipboard.
Wait, who's signing for it? I was going to say I'll sign it. I grab it. I'll sign it.
I vote from
Are you wrestling for the
Nyx.
clipboard between the Dragonborn?
Who I would say this would be a sleight of hand check.
Yep.
Okay, Valak, you're actually purposefully making that unfair.
It's literally using your hands to grab something.
And I declared it first.
I didn't even do that well, so.
Yeah, but I
honestly didn't hear you either. Everyone was talking over each other.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Okay, so I mean, Malcolm grabs the paper out of his hand, but the quill still stands in Casper's hand.
Good thing I have a quill, considering I have a the counterfeiting thing.
Oh, yeah, in that regards, you could.
So, seeing that my good friend Madrunix over here was reaching for it, though, I will hand him the paper and a quill. Because I don't care, I was just going to sign it.
It's like he signs it, but he actually does it like not breaking eye contact with you.
So you sign it, and as you start to like pass things over, still just dead eyeing Malcolm in the face, everyone else sees as Casper takes out the brand, and right in your wrist, you feel a stinging sensation as the brand of the Iron Hearth gets lodged into the inside of your wrist and burned in.
Well, that was unexpected.
Oh, like the arm part, like not the arm part. That's That's stupid.
The wrist?
Like the
You
inside.
mean like the inner part of the arm?
Yeah. Kind of like a
Okay.
Death Eater tattoo.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
but,
then,
but not higher up.
since this isn't something that anybody would have seen until that exact moment, on Nyx's hand there is what appears to be a half of a sword appear to plunge, like, with the bladed end pointing like toward his middle finger, like burned into like literally burned and branded into his palm of his hand.
Okay, so it's a
Yeah,
familiar
it looks
feeling.
like. Sorry.
But it's super quick. It doesn't last long. He's not making it there to be painful. It's just more of you chose to be leader, so you hold the mark.
Oof.
Oh.
Dodged a bullet on that one.
Right?
I thought your skills made it hard for Dragonborns to be burned.
Doesn't matter when the brand is made of adamantine.
Oof.
That is an expensive brand.
I mean, why do anything half-assed, right?
I guess so.
If you're going to be branded, do it proudly and with no hesitation.
So, now, like I said, you can take 2 jobs. Would you like the other Buzzmudgeon job as well?
The troll one, right?
Correct.
Where in Buzzmudgeon is that usually?
Well, trolls are not a usual place type of thing, but
Mhm.
continent Buzzmudgeon outside the town of Temros is where the troll was last spotted.
What kind of troll?
I do not have that information.
Right. I think we can take it. It's nearby.
That would be, and let me mark it on the map for you guys.
Inside the town of what?
Temros.
Hemros.
Trying to find a different color for these ones.
Purple.
Purple's Lanatov.
Nope.
White.
Can't use green either.
White would probably get annoying.
Yellow?
Yellow's
it
on the-
is. So Temros is Rotdar.
And we're right. Dar? Or no, we're right here, aren't we?
Yeah, I was going to say you guys are under the T.
That's right.
And then the other,
That's gonna be a long walk.
the undead job is in. It's in the forest north of Urchinson.
Yeah, Urchinson.
Ertonsom.
Thank you.
That, well, Urchinson is
That's way over there. Shit. And just out of curiosity, you had also mentioned that there was the Banderhovs and Hureft. Where would that be about? And what the hell is a Banderhof?
You don't know what a Banderhof is?
No, I don't. Do you?
Damn. Do I?
Well, start describing it then.
No, I have no idea.
The Banderhob is messing with the forestry production in the Herift town over by the border of Ulfasar.
Okay.
Bez, do you know anything about it?
It's a recent thing.
Probably. Like, I'm in this area, right?
Yeah.
And I deal with here to here, right? And occasionally with the orcs from this direction.
Yeah.
If this is a more recent thing, I'm guessing this took me a while to get over here.
Oh yeah.
So I probably know nothing about this then. If I've been traveling this entire time, which is, I'm guessing, a month and a half, 2 months worth of travel.
Seeing as how you couldn't make a straight line there, you'd have to go like around the lake, and you probably stopped in different places. Probably be closer to 2 months.
Here,
Yeah.
here, probably here. Yeah, 2 months travel. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Do you know what a Banderhof is?
Hob.
Banderhob, sorry.
I thought it was plural.
Do I know what that is, Niam? Or do I roll?
No, you would not.
I've been on the road for the last 2 months.
It is like a very small version of a Bandersnatch. Or a very big version of a Bandersnatch. Or a distant cousin.
Casper kind of is just like looking at the piece of paper. Not given much detail on what it looks like. Usually I just go to the town that has requested the thing and then get the details from them.
Mm.
Half the time we don't even get a name of whatever creature we're going after, just that they've been having problems. So just be lucky that there is a name.
Mm.
Okay, so
I
Banderhob
just-
or Troll?
I don't know. I'm not really
Hmm.
excited about that troll.
Holds the two different papers.
How about the troll? I can better handle one.
I light my hand on fire. Troll.
All right, undead creatures and troll it is.
All right, let's do it.
All right, and hands it over to you, Madronix, to sign for the bad decisions.
And as he is signing, he still can't help but stare at that name, just thinking like this will need to change.
But with that, he rolls them both up, kind of like he rolls them tightly. And as he does so, it almost seems like it's losing mass until, like, the last roll that he does, you lose sight of it a little bit as his arms are rolling over one another, and then it's just gone in midair. And then he kind of
Start clapping.
It's not done yet. He kind of taps an empty piece of paper that he has next to him, and some of the detail kind of pours out on the paper. And this he hands to Madronix for 2 pieces of paper, 1 for each. Got the symbol of the Iron Hearth on top. Just a little bit of written saying that the bad decisions have Blades of the Iron Hearth have taken upon themselves the job of, and then for each one, it has the input of the Undead Horde and then the Troll. On, oh my god, I forgot what day it is.
Are you expecting us to actually keep track of what day it is?
I have to.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday, Tuesday, Trisday, Fourthday, Fivesday.
All right. I believe. Anybody have the notes from our first session when I said what it was?
It was Trisday. Celebrant warming
Thelvrin.
season.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Thelvrin or Devrin. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So since you guys left the next day, and so it is now Quattro on Thelbrin of the warming season.
Wait, shouldn't be. We arrived on the Tries Day, right?
Yeah.
Then we left the next day, and this is the day after, so it should be the
No,
fifth day, right?
you left the next day.
No,
you
it's
guys
same
came
day.
back on that day.
Yeah, it's the same day.
Okay, so it's still the same day then.
It is the night. Tomorrow it'll be the
Okay.
next day.
All right.
We have not long rested, which would have been absolutely hilarious if Halvard would have been the one who would have been declared leader, because he might have lost 1 HP when he got branded.
Fainted.
Just hits the ground.
I mean, there was a non-zero chance that a certain breath weapon was going to get used. So
yes, it is Quattro of the third week of Thelbrun in the warming season. With that, your signature, Madronix, has been taken down alongside Casper's. And for the troll, what it's saying is one troll, 350 gold.
Okay.
For the undead horde, question mark over quantity, and you will need to provide proof of each kill, and depending on the severity of creatures killed will dictate the overall payment, but anywhere in the realm of 5 to 15 gold per creature per retrieval is payable.
It looks like we're going skull hunting.
Making a
All right,
necklace
well,
of ears.
I mean, at the very least, it'll be easy to collect heads.
that should be
Hey,
business
keep your
then,
head in the
right?
game, okay?
So with that, the pieces of paper are given over to you, Madronix, and you guys have your first official markings for the Iron Hearth.
Nice.
Along with it, you see a couple interesting indentations at the top left corner, Madronix, and Casper lets you know that it's a certain grading system of difficulty that they put on all of their jobs. And for the troll one, you see what looks to be 3 different diamonds, all looking, so one coming from the top, one coming from the right, and one coming from the bottom, all kind of pointing into the same center location. And then for the undead one, it's just 2 of those, the one from the top and the one from the right. So it's a gradating scale between 1 and 5 of difficulty. And then it's 1 of 5 per your rank. So for blades, it's 1 of 5, and then it's going to be different for daggers and so on. But you guys have your jobs. Food and drink for the night have been taken care of. Casper is going to bow out a little bit earlier than the rest of you all, because he needs to put in paperwork for the new additions into the Iron Hearth and pass those along, and just welcomes you all to the group.
All right. I down another shot of the Jaeger, and then I finish up whatever meal I have and say, well, I'm going to turn in for tonight. Be ready bright and early tomorrow. If not, then, well, I'll wake you up and I'll start heading upstairs, or if there's like a bed that I can rent here.
At the tavern,
Whoa.
no. This is just a very
Okay.
shitty tavern.
And yeah, then I'll just head out and find a place to crash.
When did we agree on bright and early?
Since since Nyx became the leader.
Yeah. Okay. Who died and made you leader? Oh, well, you died.
No, I'm not the leader. Nyx is.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that.
We will be meeting at first light and making preparations to leave in the morning.
All right, I can deal with preparations.
Can't we like make preparations like, a little after first light, like maybe, before midday?
No
I go
discipline.
upstairs to get some
As-
sleep.
If you all want to find an accommodation at the Crooked Mast, you guys are all Iron Hearth, so it's only 3 silver.
Nope.
Yay.
It's so expensive. Um, get a long rest.
All right, go for
As
it.
someone that just got 100 gold. Oh,
I
so
know,
expensive.
but I mean, I don't know, waste it all on a night's sleep somewhere.
Supply and demand.
For 3 silver, that's not bad.
I guess. But there ain't no food or anything. Not even a. They
No,
had
that
a
was at the other
continental
place.
breakfast.
That was at the other place.
Was
Taking
it?
some of the food with me.
What
Yeah,
other place?
we didn't stay at the Crooked Mast last time. Because the
Didn't
Crooked
we?
Mast was specifically for the Iron Hearth, wasn't it?
Oh, no?
No, the Crooked, you can get a discount if you're with
Oh,
the
okay.
Iron Hearth.
Okay.
All right.
I,
That's the
Yeah,
discount.
you guys
sorry,
got the
Brian
hotel
Cup, that's the
beforehand.
name of the bar.
Everybody else stayed.
All
Brian
right.
Cup is the name of the bar, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so a nice night's sleep and then waking up tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody want to do
When
anything
we
before you go to bed?
I'll summon Gorm in the morning.
All right.
Midrinax is going to make absolutely sure that all of the gunk has been removed from his armor and shield.
Not so easy
really
enough to
so.
do, but still capable. All right. So you all get your long rest, so go ahead and pop those in and everything that goes along with it. But the night, decently calming, knowing that you all escaped death, had a good few drinks, so feeling a little bit better than just regular. Some decent food in your stomachs, and the sound of the ocean not too far away. Comfortable to fall asleep to. Waking up the next morning, there is a heavy marine layer that just is coating Akatku. So it's a little bit desensitizing to the sun. You don't wake up quite at first light because it's not as rowdy in the morning with this much marine layer. No one's going out on the boats just yet. So without any other way to figure out what time it was in the morning, everyone gets up a little bit later than first light, but it might as well be. But the day is yours.
The first time that they saw light.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm sorry, I can't see through my eyelids, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just going to make time to summon my crow familiar,
Yep.
which will take about an hour.
Easy enough to do.
In 10 minutes.
Um,
We got 10
how
minutes.
early is Casper in the bar?
He's not in the bar today.
Oh, he's not. Shit. Can I sidle up to the bar? Is the Triton still there?
He's sleeping on the bar, yeah.
Oh shit! During the in the morning.
Yeah, he doesn't serve breakfast.
Yeah.
Got it during the slow period.
I will leave because I would feel bad for waking him up.
He wakes up once you open the door.
Oh, well, shit. I am sorry. I did not know you were sleeping. I just had some questions for Casper. Do you know what time he comes in? And then I will leave you alone.
He kind of like, still laying with his back on the bar, just turns his head to look at you. Don't know. Different
Well,
days.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the descriptive information, and I will see you hopefully another
What, you want
time.
me to tell you his horoscope?
No, thank you.
Okay. It's a Sagittarius.
Oh, well, good to know for later.
Which means he's an asshole.
Already knew that, and I will leave.
Sorry, not
Shit.
sorry to any Sagittarius is here. But yeah,
We
I
don't have a
mean,
map, do we?
literally looking out, like trying to look past the town, maybe like 100 feet or so before it's just a wall of white.
And to be clear, we're here, right? Okay. Ah, shit.
Beneath the T.
Shit.
So,
Sorry, it's not a crow, but a raven. My bad.
Yeah.
remind me just for placement's sake, like
Troll to the left,
uh,
undead to the right.
it's Midreinix's hometown is on the coast, isn't it?
Which one was your town?
Nor.
Yes.
Is this something that he would be used to, or is this like unique to Akaku?
Oh, the marine layer? No, it's something that you'd be used to.
All right.
Yeah, it happens on all the shores. You, Malcolm, Tamerlane. Yeah, you guys would all know. This is somewhat normal.
That's why I wasn't gonna come down until like almost midday. The marine lair's always there till 11.
During the warming season, at least.
I just want to imagine like maybe all three of them actually have like a bowl that they just like catch the moisture on the way over. You know, get the stuff like a free bowl of pea soup.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds too practical for me.
You guys are just walking and you turn on your low lights.
Right.
Yeah, unlike Halbert, he's got his high beams on because he's an idiot and doesn't know how to drive in the
He's like,
fog.
what the fuck? It's white everywhere.
What do you mean? I turned on the light. I should be able to see more, right?
Yeah, it's brighter.
Just fuck.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take us to get there?
I get confused why shape water doesn't work on the fog.
Yeah. Let's use Druidcraft to see what the weather's like going to be. Is this going to last all day or what?
No, the last couple hours.
Like I said, it's the marine lair. It burns off by 11.
Okay. I will start, I guess, getting some oh shit, they were real expensive too from what I heard. But some rations.
They're very expensive.
How much are we talking if I go find some?
2.5 gold pieces.
Each.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You go up and try and buy some.
Yeah.
I'd say 5.
Oh, by the way, I'm with the Iron Hearth.
They would have told you it's 5 silver.
A piece? Okay.
Oh, they're 5 silver if you're in the Iron Hearth?
If you're a hot halfling chick, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Then
Hey, this is a town full of sailors. What do you expect?
I expect I got gypped.
I will go ahead and buy
Although
10
on that
of them.
subject, Midreinix was also going to buy rations before leaving today, since
Okay,
me personally, the player, don't know how long it'll be before we're in the next town.
All right, 2 gold a piece.
Well,
I'm gonna
thank you, sir, for doing business, and I appreciate it.
I'm gonna
You were a
stumble my way
godsend.
downstairs.
Not a problem, little lady.
You just keep up that good smile, and we'll get along just fine.
3 teeth.
I mean, I can make it a matching set by removing them all, but you know.
I
Oh,
a lot to
yes.
nibble.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
You?
I'm gonna go down and try and find Tamerlane.
How many rations did you buy, Timberlake?
10.
Okay.
So 5 gold.
She's walking back with 10 things of rations. Just kind
I'm not actually. They are in my bag of
I was
holding.
going to say starting to put them in your bag of holding.
Okay, yeah.
So in your head, you think she just dumped like fucking what, like 20 gold?
That being said, you really need to clean your bag of holding since it was holding like that slime stuff.
Oh, it all came out when I took it out of the bag. Malcolm, you're up early.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave at first light.
Yeah, well, nobody's going anywhere until this stuff
Marine
burns
layer
off.
burns. You
Yeah,
alright?
that's the one.
Sorry, my
As
kid.
Madronix is conveniently walking in.
Oh, good morning.
It's not about practicality, it's about discipline.
Yeah.
Well, I am. Oh shit! We don't even have any place to get breakfast. As you're walking, like, are you walking in the exact same time I'm walking out? Is that how it's working, or am I gonna catch you leaving?
Who?
Nyx.
Well, basically, I just joked as like I was coming in just as Malcolm was saying that one line. So
Oh, okay.
he's coming in as you all are grouped in. What you do
Okay.
after that is up to you.
Well, no, it's where we are as opposed to what I say. But okay, never mind then. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Do they call the fog something besides the marine layer? You know, like Bob or Frank or.
Asshole.
All right then.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goddamn marine layer.
Yeah. Pretty much. I thought so. All right.
Siren come.
Wow. That's a little graphic,
Hold
but
on.
okay.
What's today
Poseidon's queef.
called?
What?
What's today called?
Quattro.
No.
No, that was yesterday.
Is called Penta.
Penta. Nice. Pentakill. That's what's gonna happen this session.
Wait, did we die already?
No.
What do you think you're in? You guys are in the Heavenly Gates.
Oh, I don't
Look at my
think
back.
Malcolm would have made it to the heaven.
Goodness.
Well, I did make the people only have 3 teeth, so.
Yeah. He was a looker, that's for sure.
Tammy, where'd you get those rations?
I think there are a few villagers that share one, just to.
What rations? You mean these? Sorry. We are outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I just went in there and got some. They're kind of expensive. They're like 5 silver a piece, but I'm sure they'll last a long time.
5 silver's not too bad.
I mean, if they last as long as they should, yeah. And since obviously I don't eat as much as everybody else, they'll last longer for me. But
I'm gonna head and try and buy some rations then.
Is it at this point that I'm hopping? Or am I still chanting up?
No, you went to bed first, so you probably would have been up to do all that before possibly leaving.
Okay. And good morning. How is everyone?
Up at first light. As I'm walking out of
Well,
the
I am
door.
proud. So, everyone ready?
No.
I'm going to go get rations.
And leave.
Can I help you?
Yeah, rations. Do you have any?
All my ready stock just got bought out. I'm sorry. I can put some together for you. Yeah, it costs a bit extra though, cause I've got to stop all my business and get them ready for you.
Hmm. That is a shame. How long would
Been a
it take
busy
to get them ready,
morning.
and what's the price we're talking?
Oh well. I mean, probably have them ready for you in the next hour. Are you looking at like 3 gold?
The I don't know about 3 gold.
I'm not. I don't really know about getting to them to you in an hour either.
Well, see, my friend was hoping to pick up a few extra rations for when she was traveling. She was in here earlier and she bought some and realized that she needed some more.
Oh,
And when she got quoted, it was at 5 silver.
well, she would have to come back in. Don't remember. It's been a busy morning.
About yay tall.
Mm.
Probably could have
What a
kicked
dick.
both of our asses at the same time.
Well, me a feisty girl.
Yeah, real feisty girl.
Yeah.
Real friendly, too.
Uh-huh.
Especially to people who treat her right.
Yeah, she got a lot of my rations already. But
Like I
like
said,
I
she
said, I
just...
don't have any ready right now.
What if we doubled the price that you gave her and I gave you a gold each?
I could have it ready for you by tomorrow then.
Well, see, she's trying to leave today.
Ah.
I've got rations, and I'm going to pull a couple of rations out of my bag.
Ah, well, you seem you're good to go.
All right. I'll leave. I got rations.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should ask them. Like, did I actually get any? Like, how many rations were available when I walked in, or was that?
Oh, since you're coming from a different place, I was putting you at a different store.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Never mind. Continue on.
Hence why the slightly different price.
Yeah, yours was 2 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Medtronics paid 2 gold.
So you guys see Halvard come back to the group.
What was the Triton's name? I'm sorry.
His name
I know I should have it.
is... Hold on. Casper...
I mean, you mean?
Oh, we
the
never
one that he
got his
knows?
name.
Oh no, we didn't.
No.
You mean the Triton from
Or
the
was I
bar?
talking about a different Triton?
Yeah.
Literally, I have his entire description, and then it just says Triton bartender. We never got his name.
I'm sure one of you picked it up.
Oh shit, Casper yelled it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And one of you should have taken note
Should
of his
have?
name. Yeah, because his name is Nix.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was a weirdly weird coincidence. I assume spelled differently, but
Yeah, like Nick, but with an S.
Okay, that's perfect. I do need to talk to Casper, so I will go back to the Brian's Cup and wait for him to see if he comes in. If Nyx is still not asleep. I mean, if he's awake.
Oh, you woke him up, so he's up and doing the morning routine. But you wait a while and Casper doesn't come in.
One
While I'm
second.
waiting,
Sorry. Go ahead.
While I'm waiting, I'm gonna sidle up to Nyx. Hey, honey. I was just wondering. A couple of my friends are looking for rations, and I know you sell food here. And I was wondering,
I
since you do all
just
that.
sell what I get from the day.
Oh, all right. I was just asking.
Yeah, don't have much in the way of refrigeration here, so can't really be keeping food.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. I was just wondering. Well, would you like a shot on me?
I appreciate it, dear, but I don't drink.
Well, that is very smart. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, don't want to ever be tempted to dip into my own supply.
I bet Casper does that enough for the both of you.
Also, it's very unsanitary to take shots on customers.
But that's usually the best way to do it.
Also, a great way to get tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a tip. Anyway. Casper doesn't really. I mean, he has his ale every now and again, or in a celebratory mood like last night, but nothing too untoward or indulgent.
Well then, everybody's pretty upstanding around here.
No, just most people around here don't have enough money to be pissing it away.
Absolutely. Hey, do you know the continent very well?
I know the peninsula pretty good, but I mean I know where everything's at.
I was just wondering. We're heading up to the border of Lanatoff and Buzzmudgeon. Um, that there's a forest. Have you heard of Urtensum? Is that how you spell it? Urtensum?
Yeah, I'm not really sure about towns and Buzzmudgeon. Furbolgs are weird individuals. Always talking about plants and other shit like that. I mean, it's cool to be a hippie a bit in your life, but for an entire civilization being hippies is kind of weird.
Well, I mean, you got to try everything, right?
I prefer skin to skin rather than fur.
All right. I was
Well,
just wondering, like, how
no,
long does it take to get up there?
I really don't know where the town is. Sorry,
All right.
not really sure, but really would help if you have horses. But the horses would be actually a detriment in a Kotku since the sand.
Right. Right. And we can probably find a town on the way that, closer to the border and all that.
Probably a better shot getting going almost straight north and on the inlet, chartering passage up to Busmudgeon would save you
That is a
probably.
good idea.
Always save you some money as well as some time.
That is a very good idea. Um, do you think that we should probably go to Kisan first and then?
It's in the opposite direction.
Why am I all? I kind of feel like I'm so messed up right now as to where we are. And
You're under the T in a Kotku.
right, to do that, I thought that
Kisan's
Kisan was
way
at the
off to the
top of the
left.
T. Oh,
No, it's the other X on a Kotku.
I had them mixed up. All right then. Yeah, we will probably do that then.
I mean, there's a little floating town that usually stays on the inlet, so you'll have people to charter. That's not a problem.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, sir, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate the information, and I will definitely let my party know.
I appreciate the distraction born in the morning.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to have any breakfast, would you? Because I'm a little peckish.
Unfortunately, not. Sorry. Usually don't get
All
it
right.
until the first ships start coming in, and since we've got siren come all over the place today, it's gonna be a while
He
before.
would, however, be inclined to feed you his salty nuts.
The salty nuts. We got a siren come all over the place right now, so first ship's probably aren't leaving for another hour, so probably not gonna have anything up until lunch.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, and hopefully we will see you again.
All right, stay safe. Don't
Yeah, you
think I'm
too.
a hippie.
Yeah, don't let him push you around too much.
As long as they pay for it, I mean, they can push me around all they want.
Excellent business sense. And I will make my way out.
I feel like Tamberlane needs spurs.
Ching, ching, ching.
Spurs and some chaps. Right?
And yes, those chaps.
Not Vinny's chaps.
All chaps are assless.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, but they're not black leather, half spandex.
Well, and then they're going to have fringe all down the sides.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter.
Nope.
All right. So, what do you guys like to do?
Meet up.
They were all waiting outside the tavern for you.
I will relay that information.
I could have told you about that area. I'm sort of from Lonotov, and I've traveled a bit of Bazmudgeon.
Oh, well, you weren't very forthcoming with it last night, so I thought I'd find out for myself.
Right. Just for a bit. Anyway, meet my friend, Gorm, and I just present my raven.
Ha!
Charming little fellow, isn't he? She. They? And I look toward Gorm.
Your bird
Okay.
looks at you.
They.
You're in control of this one, buddy. I'm not Afarothing it again.
Got it.
I just like that Gorm that Halbert has had Gorm since childhood, but apparently that question never came up until now.
Times have changed since back then, okay? Now he's got to ask. Halbert has a mini panic attack and kind of like turns around, giving you guys back, and kind of has a little one-on-one with Gorm for being like, "Sorry, I forgot to ask your pronouns. What is it?"
We have come to the conclusion of just going with they. So they are very friendly as long as you don't make them angry. And in battle, I can make them spit fire, which is pretty damn cool.
So your bird spits fire.
Not normally, no, but I can help with that.
Oh,
I'm used to spitting out something much different.
Oh? Like what?
Fez is just off in the corner with his fire spirit, like, Spitfire.
I think I just want to imagine just like Midreinix just briefly breathes like in your direction, and it smells acrid as fuck.
oh shit!
dear.
Did you swallow some of that thing?
Right, that. Yeah, can do that as well. Don't usually though. Burns out the nostrils a bit.
Well, now that it is a decent hour of the day, shall we head out? Since apparently we have a very long way to go.
Yes, of course.
I just got the immediate like sight of after Halvard said, "Oh, it destroys the nose." Like he looks over and Madronix is like taking Flonase shots. But the marine layer is starting to clear up by let's see here, yeah, by like 10:30, it's pretty much gone. But by like 9:30, it's already clear enough to see a good distance off, so you can start heading out if you'd like.
Shall you lead us, oh wonderful leader?
If everyone's made their preparations, then we shall be moving forward.
Well,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
ready.
And he's kind of like looking, I guess notably at Fez, since like hasn't really spoken up that much about what was Fez doing this whole time.
Slowly
That's none of your
picking
business.
all of your pockets. You're all broke now.
You're welcome. I'm taking away the temptation of money.
Yeah.
You should thank me. I'm waiting for the thanks.
And
I've been
he's,
sitting outside waiting. You guys said first light, and I'm sitting outside. So I guess I've been out there for like 2 hours. Just like sitting there waiting for everyone to show up.
where the fuck is everybody, man?
Are we leaving yet?
Yeah.
These guys don't know how to travel in the desert.
I got here through the desert.
You still want to travel in the middle of the day.
That's what I did, though.
Like I said, you don't know how to travel in the desert.
Well, that explains the sunburn.
Just the tip of Halvard's nose.
The scaled individual just looks at you and just starts moving.
Start walking.
All right. So, you guys are heading out. Where and in what direction are we traveling?
The
All right.
Hopefully a little bit northeast.
So are we going north or are we going to the other town?
Well, Nick said to head north and then charter a boat across the water into Buzzmudgeon, and that'd probably be the fastest way there.
But
But what?
well, you left it at that. I thought it was gonna be a but.
Nope. That was the whole sentence.
All right.
I mean, if you want to walk all the way around, that might take a little
I
bit
would not
longer.
recommend. Yeah.
We'll see what our options are when we get there. But for now, that will be the plan. And with that, they will be moving northward with the intention of,
Crossing the gap.
yeah.
Roger that. All right. Fearless leader, go ahead and roll me a d10.
Ah, shit.
All right, guys, let's see if Luck gets killed. 10.
Oh no.
We're screwed. Thank you.
Max numbers on these are not good.
Well, this also could have been a weather roll, but
Ancient dragon lich.
Don't say that we've actually had to fight one of those.
Well, now you know.
well, it's less we fought it and more like fighting with it was happening around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the soonest opportunity, we ran away, or at least Vinny and I did. The others just stayed behind for some reason, I think.
And then the Lich took them on a trip because they
Mhm.
were their best friend. Meanwhile, Vinny was being chased around while being naked blue and floating and teleporting by a
I think he was being by a unicorn
And a
while
beard of feathers.
exploding.
and more than one fireball slammed onto him, but don't
Yes.
worry, he survived.
And a beard of feathers.
Beautiful beard of feathers.
Mhm.
All right.
It is. Sorry, go ahead.
So, you guys travel. Now, for that, let me pull it up so I know for sure.
Malcolm, did we lose you?
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta pull up my full map, and it's got my distance markers on it. Nix, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Tree.
No trees in sight, I'm sorry. Okie dokie.
What about the one between his legs?
It's more like a salamander. Okay, I have it now. So, as far as these tilings go on this picture, one tile is roughly going to equate to 1 week of travel.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, dang.
Ooh. How far away are we from? Wait, how long are we gonna be traveling across the desert then?
2 weeks.
Week and a half.
Week and a half.
We're all gonna need more rations than just 10 days.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
So it
I
took us
thought
10
so.
days just to cross this place, right?
It's actually 12 days. The weeks in this are 8 days long.
And that's if we don't run into anything while we're traveling.
Which we just rolled up.
Mm-hmm. So after the first week of travel, going through the sand dunes and seeing petrified, like slightly starting to form coral reefs that ended up getting, dried out as they are exposed to the open air and whatnot. There's an interesting, what looks to be the keel of a boat upside down, probably 30 feet long, about 15 feet wide. You can't make any distinguishing features of it just yet, as you guys kind of get close to it, but not too close. It just looks like barnacle, at least one time, barnacle encrusted bottoming, but a lot of those have also been sun dried and fallen off. But as far as things around it, there doesn't seem to be any other debris, and just sort of sitting out in the sand.
Is that a boat in the middle of the desert?
Yeah.
Rainy
I'm
season.
gonna go down towards the boat.
Okay.
I knew I should have bought a leash for him.
Oh, you said it was after a week, right?
Yeah,
Okay, making sure.
So 8 rations on then.
correct.
I do have a question about that. Since we are smaller, do we eat less?
No.
Dang it.
Also,
I tried.
I know.
now knowing the amount of time that it was gonna take, I would have bought more rations.
Okay. Easy enough to
Yeah.
check on.
So I'll
See, it's easier when you're traveling up the coasts of here because you could do survival checks to try and fish.
yeah. So it was, you said 3 gold pieces?
If you're actually going to that guy, then yeah. He's gonna be 3.
I mean, I would have tried to find a better price probably, but
You could have gotten for 2.
okay. And I'll mark out. Yeah, I'll mark out 20.
Madronix would
Yeah.
look at you disappointingly
30
and
30
tell you
gold.
about the store where he bought his.
I'll mark out 30 gold. That's 15 rations. 2 weeks. And I'll put them in Tammy's bag.
Yeah, I don't mind carrying it.
All right. I'm going to take a lap around the boat. Do I notice anything else off about it?
Perception check.
I'm so good at these. I'm so good at these.
Looks
You roll a 2?
looks really nice.
Yeah. Hmm.
Really smooth wood.
Guys, I think it's just a boat. Is
I
it
think you're
buried
right.
in the sand?
Half buried, yeah.
And-
Hmm.
Nothing gets by you.
It really doesn't.
All right. I am honored to have you as a valued member of this team.
Does it look like something I can just pick up, or would I have to dig it
30
out?
feet long and 15 feet wide.
Okay, yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Imagine
just
how
pick it up.
Just
Yeah,
imagine
no,
Halbert going and being like,
Yeah, sure.
"Oh, we can take it with us, right?"
Hey guys, what if we use this boat to cross the waters?
I think I saw some oars on the other side.
But yeah, in all seriousness, he's gonna be like, well, guess that's that, and he just walks back up. All right.
Is there any you said it was kind of on its side, or is it completely upside
It's
down?
completely upside down.
All right, so we can't get in it.
No. Doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a boat either. It's not like a multi-deck boat. It's probably just like an open sailing boat, just it's upside down.
Well, there is weird shit out here, so I am not going to poke the bear.
Made that mistake when I was a youth. Still killed it though.
I have to be honest, I've never seen a bear, so I wouldn't know.
Well, you might expect to find more of them once we head more north.
Well, I should hope so.
Imagine a
Oh,
creature
you mean
my
bears.
size, but a little
Yes,
bigger.
bears.
Okay. So you guys
Yeah.
continuing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yes.
4 more days worth of travel. And you guys start to smell and see through the taller dunes water to the north and a small floating bit of town that seems to be all kind of roped together, currently in the inlet, not too far off from the shore when you guys finally get to it. But it's
Let's
still,
see,
it's still
what-
like
did
a
I-
good 400 feet out.
Okay. Did I go through this town on my way here?
No, you wouldn't have made that.
Mhm. All right.
The fur
Yeah,
wolves
when
would
they
have
shot you out of the cannon from the top of the mountain.
No, going with the fur
Like,
wolves, you would have
cut-
gone down to Hureft and then followed the southern coast up Akatku.
Okay. All right, then when we get to the town, I'm going to find the nearest person and say, "Excuse me, could you point us to where we could find a boat to ferry?"
How are you getting to the town?
Oh, it's all right. It's out in open water,
400
right?
feet into the water, yeah.
Right. Hmm.
There a ferry?
Not that you guys see.
No. Okay.
You see Madrynix just start undressing himself.
Yeah, I don't agree with
I think
that
this
right
takes
now.
5 minutes taking off heavy armor.
Yeah.
Boom, 6 seconds.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
So
Water look.
He definitely pulls a Jim Carrey from Bruce Almighty.
all right. So here's my question, right? How does levitate work with water?
What do you mean?
Like, would the
Levitate just makes you
spell work?
levitate in the air, so it doesn't matter what's
Mhm.
underneath.
Oh, I think what he means is, does the water's surface count as though it were ground, or would he sink until he is 30 feet above the lake or
No,
ocean floor?
it would be it would technically be you levitate over any surface.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
I
that's,
just
that's the main question he's asking.
let's see. Hold on. So let's see. Can I move forward or back?
No, you cannot. You can only move up or down.
You can
Yeah.
get pushed.
Unless you like grab yourself a little oar and start trying to paddle your way
Yeah,
across.
be
fucking Venice, fucking trying to.
That'd be awesome if you started levitating. I would push you the opposite direction.
I mean, I could just tie a rope to his ankle and have myself a halberd balloon.
That's so good.
Halberd's over there with a long stick. When the moon meets your eye.
Let's see.
Does the water look deep enough?
No, I just have Gorm I just have Gorm push me.
No, Gorm's not
All
strong
right.
enough.
Or no.
Gorm is a mighty raven with only 2 strength.
Yeah. No.
Anyway,
Did you roll for Garm's HP, by the way?
no.
Make sure you do that.
You'll probably want to do that.
All right.
Anyway,
Um.
over the next 15 minutes, I'm taking off my chainmail
3.
and putting on my Mariner's ring mail.
Mariners, I don't think needs attunement, right?
No.
Alright, you're good.
Oh, wait, I have an idea. Sorry, I step in the water, right? Activate levitate, but I'm just until my legs are still touching the water, and then I use shape water to push me using the current.
Once you touch the water, that's you touching the surface.
True, fair
So
enough.
Levitate is no more levitating.
Sad days.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want to consider water surface a surface that you could levitate over, you can't then meld into the surface that you're levitating over.
Right.
So,
Did we even look around to see if there was, maybe a spot
ferry?
where? Yeah.
I asked
yeah,
him.
he asked if there's a ferry, and I said no. There's
Okay.
a boat about 4 days back.
Right. Is there a weird
Halbert,
kinda
how come you
land
didn't
bridge?
carry it?
Right?
I cannot carry a boat that long or wide.
Not by yourself, nope.
What about your buddy Groot there?
Gorm and he's a raven. They're a raven.
Don't worry, guys. Malcolm's just a bit of an annoying prick because he has syphilis.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It affects the brain.
It's completely understandable once you know. I mean, both Tamberlay and Fez know because they hang out around that height.
You can smell it.
Wow.
It smells a lot like Vinny's breath. I mean, Madronix's breath. It's very acrid.
So are we actually swimming out to this place? I mean, they're not going back and forth from the shore at all? Do we even see anybody out there?
You see one-off little vessels that are detaching from the town and arriving. But none are coming
You mean
to the
arriving
beach.
on shore?
Not anywhere near you guys, no.
Oh, can we go over to where they are going to shore?
It would be another
And ask
day
if we
of
can get a
travel.
ride into town? Huh?
It'd probably be another half day of travel.
Oh.
Because they're not far enough out that you couldn't get there, but there's no reason for them to come this way. So they're going to the shore to the north, and to the northwest and to the northeast. And then there's a couple other floating towns in this inlet that they're going between.
Wait, can I pull an Elsa and just freeze the water or no?
With what?
Shape water.
How much? You can only do so much water, I believe.
It's like 5 square at a time, but
Yeah, 5 foot cube.
But I don't remember how long the cube lasts if you like if you can like freeze more than one at a time. Like shape water is similar to prestidigitation where you can only have so many of the effects going on at once.
Let's see. The water unfreezes in an hour, and no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active.
Yeah, so 2. And even then, it's what does it say? It's a 5-foot cube, but
also
Mhm.
it's ice.
it's gonna be ice cubes on current water. So it's not like
Fair enough.
they're just going to be perfect. You're not. Was it Ozone or whatever the fuck his name is from The Incredibles?
Frozone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Frozone.
You're not just fucking and it's solid stuff. Like you're making a little cube in the water and it starts buoyancy, motherfucker. Buoyancy.
I don't know, why are we making a big deal out of this? Why don't we just go half a day, get a boat, have them take us to town?
Oh no, that's what I was gonna do next. I'm just gonna go walk. I'm gonna say, well, if there's a town over half a day, then I'm just gonna start walking now.
Nix takes the next 15 minutes to put on his new armor.
I start walking towards the boats.
All right.
Apparently, no one has considered that Nyx could just swim to the other side, rent a boat, and then come back for everybody. But, okay.
No one considered it because no one told us that you had a special set of armor that you could do that in.
Yeah.
I
So
just
we're
want to know
walking.
what everybody was thinking. Why Midjarnix was getting naked in front of everybody.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I just got naked in front of everybody for no reason.
Pretty much.
I saw you doing it. I was like, cool, that's what we're doing now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I could use some swim time. How long would it take us to swim to?
400 feet, not that long.
Not that long at all, actually. No, I did bring my bikini,
I
so I might as well put it
cannot
on and swim
swim.
out there.
Well, I can
my
swim. I'm
God.
just not going to be able to swim.
How long does your levitate last?
An hour,
Perfect.
I think.
10
No,
I
wait.
pull out my rope
minute,
from my
sorry.
bag and tie it around his ankle. And then I tie the other end around Nix's midriff.
There's something to be said about the situation.
And then I tell everybody to turn around while I put on my bikini. And then I start swimming with Nix. And Malcolm, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what about
This is walking down to the beach. Walking down the beach.
Yeah.
Bye, Pez.
Says no.
Fez, we're swimming. You want to join us?
I look, watch them swim. That's how long will it take me to swim there? 10 minutes?
About as fast as it would take Tamberley to swim there.
I transform,
Okay.
reef shark, and swim over to the island.
You catch up with Nix and keep pace with him.
Meanwhile, I'm just like floating up in the air.
You're parasailing. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Well, shit. If you're going to turn into like a shark, can I tag along?
He's already a shark.
I guess so. Yeah. So we'll swim out there.
Gotta stay toned, Tamberley.
I know. I know.
Alright. So, the two that are either transformed or have the armor for it, you guys make good time to the town. Plenty of different ladders and ramps that lead down into the water for you guys to get up without a problem. Pulling up the back strings is Malcolm and Tamberley, though not too far behind.
And as I end the levitate spell on me, I just start gently floating to the ground. Hey, thanks for the lift and the bright idea.
You said
I
levitate
say
lasts
this
for
too.
a minute, right?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
But
You're
I can
good.
cast it. Yeah, but I can cast it on myself at will.
Yeah, 10 minutes. You're fine. It would have been funny if it was just a minute and like halfway through you just start getting stuck in it.
Just like it just had to keep casting over and over. It's like, whoa, whoa.
He sneezes one time, fucks up, and just like tumbles in the water as he's
You're
about
just
to
not
drown.
paying attention.
All right, so you guys are in this floating, tied together town in the inlet of Akatku. People recognize and see that you've arrived and gotten onto the different barges and such, but no one's saying anything. Everyone's going on about their day without really any differentiation.
I will get dressed, and then can I look for a general store or something like that?
It's not so much like different stores. It's, like I said, it's a bunch of boats kind of strapped together. With,
Okay.
with like thicker gangplanks kind of also tied down and strapped between them to make traversing to each one easier. But
A smaller version of Lake Town, basically.
to a degree, yeah. It's not like you can be like, okay, I want to go there, and you can just go there. You'd be like, okay, I gotta go there, so I gotta go to that boat, and then cross over there, and then come
Okay.
back up. So you really gotta like kind of plan and look out to how you're getting somewhere before going to it. But most of these boats and such will have different varying items that they'll be either selling or trading. But um, after taking like a bit of notice, there's not like one store where you're like, oh, apothecary, and go there. It's like, oh, okay,
Right.
I can get herbs from this place, I can get incense from there. So it's more of just tell me what you'd like to buy, and I'd say that you'd figure it out and talk to the people to get it.
Rations.
Straight sea rations, yeah, that's not a problem. It's gonna be it's 6 silver here.
Okay.
And for me.
6 silver.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, like, it is important to ask because, you got to account for racism. Potentially.
Yeah.
Goddamn tabaxi.
No, for everybody it's 6 silver.
6 silver.
But,
Alright.
of course, that's for
Ooh.
the straight sea rations. For the gay sea rations, the rainbow tuna, that costs a little extra.
Mhm.
It's
I heard it's
it's
one
six,
gold.
6 silver, and how you doing?
I will buy 22 rations for 13 .2 gold. 13 gold, 2 silver,
Roger that.
I believe.
How many days have we
We'll buy
traveled so far?
13.
You've
Huh?
traveled so far 12.
Okay. Means I would have had 8 left.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'll buy the same. 22.
Roger that.
I'll get 10.
Okay,
You said it was 13.2 gold?
correct.
Yeah, 13 gold, 2 silver.
13 and 2. Remove.
Guess I'll just buy. I guess I'll make it 15. I bought extras before.
If y'all want to put your rations in my bag, it doesn't make it weigh anymore.
Wonder what would happen if you put a person in there.
In my experience, you really don't want to seal seafood.
I mean, they're dry rations. But all right, if you want to carry them, that's fine. If you put a person in there, they'd have about 10 minutes of oxygen, and then they would start suffocating.
Suffocation, no breathing.
Which I actually thought about that, and I think that your idea of a straw would be very, very helpful. We could put somebody in there with the straw just sticking out the side so they can breathe.
No, because you'd have to reach in and think of straw, and that would pull from a different void than person.
And then you'd get grabbed by the bag man.
Only if I said his name 3 times.
Bag who?
Don't even start with me right now. I do not need some crazy person to pop out of my bag.
Oh, it's just an old wives' tale.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm's been saying it into your bag ever since he met you.
Well,
Right. Well, how about finding us that ferry?
All right.
No, I
By the way,
don't think the bagman's a fairy.
yeah, I think that he'd be very highly offended if you said that.
Maybe a
right. Well,
bad
he can fight
fairy.
me on that one.
I think he'd win.
Actually, at least 5 seamen turned their heads, like looking like they're ready about to start a fight.
Could I actually get the name of this town, if we
There is
didn't
no
already?
It's that floating thing off the shore.
Yeah, because like when a Akatku gets submerged, they all
Mhm.
disassemble from one another
Mm.
and kind of spread out. And then as the warming season comes back and Akatku starts to rise, then whatever ships are nearby will form together.
That's convenient.
Right. So yeah, I'll start asking you around about a ferry.
You looking for a fairy? Like, he kind of does like little wing motion with his hands.
Definitely, but it's got to be a strong one.
Sorry, I don't know many of those type of fairies.
Or
Well,
how about one that gets us across the river or lake?
Oh, that'd be Bob.
Bob.
Hey, Bob. Yeah, what the fuck you want? Come over here, you fucking fairy. He's like, hey, fuck you. I got people that want to take a ride. He comes on over.
That doesn't clarify anything.
Just to clear things up, I'm not a fucking fairy.
Does he look
But
like
I
a fairy?
own a ferry.
That's slavery.
I'm talking about a ship.
Right. What are your prices?
Where
We
you
would like to
going?
book passage.
Well, I
across.
guess that you want passage asking for a ferry, unless you're asking for. And he does little hand motions for wings. A ferry.
I mean, there is an advantage to having one of them around, but for right now, we would just like a boat to take us across the inlet.
Or are you trying to get to Busmudgeon? You trying to get to a different further part of a cock?
Nope.
Trying to get to
We are going straight to Buzzmudgeon. Thank you.
any specific sport?
Is there a town like in that area that we can get to?
Nah. The closest town in Busmudgeon that we could get to from the water is going to be all the way.
Oh, we're over
Right.
here.
Well,
No, that's just the nearest. That's actually the only town that you could get to on the water where he's at.
We are trying to
think we're
get to
right here,
Urtonstone,
right?
so the closest we can get to there.
No fucking clue where that is.
Well, we're going northeast.
Or you could have just said that to begin with. Northeast
Well,
embankment, water right now is pretty low, so it's gonna take you about a week to get there.
well, I would hope it would take you a week to get there because you're taking us, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to give you my ship unless you're trying to buy
Well,
my
then.
ship. I mean, I'm always in the mood for selling if you're in the mood for buying.
How much is the ship?
How much you got?
Temple proceeds to unbutton her shirt.
No, no, I do not.
You know that once we get across the inlet, we're just gonna have to leave it there since our job is more inland, right? And there's
It's
not
all
like a
right,
dock over
Halbert.
there.
We are not going to buy the boat. We are just going to purchase passage.
A week passage for all 5 of you.
Yes, sir.
That puts you at about gold ahead a day.
So 8 gold a piece.
Per day, yeah.
All right. And if we decide to help,
What the fuck you gonna help with?
well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've been on a boat. And the last time I was on a boat,
You can help me with something, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut the price on anything about that. Prostitution's illegal out here.
I wasn't thinking that at all, actually.
Well, but if you still want a good time, I mean, we're not gonna say no.
No, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
It's lonely out there.
You can do 8 gold.
8 gold a day,
Mm-hmm.
8 days. Take it in.
Fine. And I hand him 8 gold. When do we leave?
Don't worry. Half an hour, half later. Hate for you all to be gypped in case you need to abandon ship for some reason.
Now, why would we need to do that?
I don't know.
Pirates.
Not this far inland, but people piss each other off pretty quickly and end up wanting to toss each other off the side of the boat. I ain't stopping them or turning around to pick no one up, so you fall at the boat, you fucked. Better hope another boat come by really soon. So, 4 gold, 8 days, 32 gold up front. And we'll go ahead and get this started when we look at leaving.
Well, as soon as
soon as
possible,
possible.
actually.
I mean, I'm ready to go. Just want to make sure.
And then 4 gold.
32 gold.
Hmm?
Half up front, half later. So
I'm not paying
half...
for everybody's
Paying for
passage. I'm
yourself.
paying for mine.
Oh, right. Sorry. Right.
So I got a little girl here. Little lady.
All right. I hand him
Bye-bye.
4 gold.
I got the emo guy, alright.
Yep.
The emo guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's talking about Halford.
He's in all black clothes. Like,
Yeah. I am
Well-
not dressed for this weather.
I'll hand him the 4 gold.
alright, I got the pirate.
We'll go.
Got a little goblin dude.
Actually, wait, if we're paying 32 up front,
Yes. Are you overthinking the math?
32 total, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we all
Yeah.
pay 4, that's 20 gold right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 12 afterwards, right?
What? Well, there's 5 people. 8 gold per
Yeah.
person. It would be 30.
Makes it
40,
40
okay.
gold total.
Yeah. He's trying to swindle you guys. Come on.
Hmm.
He's not gonna not try. So you're just
So
looking
is
at
it 32 gold total or 40 gold? 40 gold total.
It's 40 gold total. He's just trying to get extra out of us.
Alright.
He said 8
He's a
ahead.
dick.
He's just trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, whatever. Fine. We'll skip past this.
no, sorry. I felt like maybe I was misunderstanding something. Let's wait. Was there part of a discussion I missed?
No. I think
Like,
we
wait,
need to
this isn't
delve
adding up in
deeper.
my head.
I think we need to delve deeper into the economics of the floating raft off of the coast.
Alright, then I don't fucking think you need to ride my ferry.
Wait, which ferry are we talking about again?
All the ferries.
Oh,
I thought you didn't have a ferry.
I don't got a ferry. I've got a ferry.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So with everybody aboard, with this gentleman, human by the way, uh, you guys are set out and upon the waves, heading towards the, I guess, the southernmost coast of Busbudget.
Mhm.
Who would like to roll the D10 now?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you will.
But
10.
Oh my
Hey!
We find another upside down boat.
I mean, hey, we got a boat last time.
guys, it's a kraken.
Nope, but it is bad weather.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Uh,
That means it's gonna take longer, so it's gonna be more expensive.
Yep.
Is it though?
It ends up being a decently nice storm that cuts across the western part of the continent. Not only are you guys being buffeted by the storm when it's directly overhead, but the inlets getting swollen, and the onshore flow that happens from the sea filling in this channel and everything. Not only are you guys rocking and being slowed down from the wind, rain, and everything, but also the waves that cut sideways don't lend to pretty much any forward momentum for an entire day. It ends up slowing you guys down by 2 more days. So, in the end, that'll be another
10 days.
altogether 10 days, yeah. But by the end of it, you get all cleared out, and everyone's in one piece. The ship that you guys are on is decently well made, so it was able to handle anything that was thrown at it during this storm. And you guys continue on, eventually reaching the southern coast of Busmudgeon. Though he drops you off pretty much at what looks to be a desolate beach. Nothing really looks feasible as far as settlements or life, besides, animals or other parts of nature. No civilized life anywhere nearby.
Mhm.
After he docks up into the land and asks for his remaining money,
If I hand him the 4 other gold.
same.
Yeah.
And smiles with his 3 teeth.
he's got 7, okay?
Yep.
We're-
He's a right. He's well, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the bell of the ball.
Full on Gollum right there.
Alright. So with that, he takes his coin, pushes off, turns his boat around, and starts heading back towards at least somewhere deeper into the waters. Not exactly sure if he's going back to the same settlement that you guys originally found him at, or someone else.
Does he get off the boat with us for a bit?
Nope.
Okay.
And as he's riding off, just like puts up 2 of his hands in the air, and you notice that both of them are middle fingers.
Oh. I was actually going to punch the shit out of him, but for being an ass. But
Nah.
he didn't get off the boat.
Not gonna risk it. Alright.
Yeah.
So, with that, you guys are in Busmudgeon. There is no immediate signs of civilization or civilized life. No boats, no towns, no constructs whatsoever besides nature itself. There is the sand extends pretty far inland. You're guessing this is a residual from the sinking of Akatku. Probably a portion of this beach floods as well. So about a half a mile in, the sand continues on, but eventually it does die out, though you can see further down the coast in different directions that the sand extends much further in some places. But where you guys are currently at, only about half a mile. There are smattering of trees here and there once you get into the actual Greenland, but it's mainly hills and grassland. Plenty of bushes and just kind of taking in your scenery. You see birds flying and different animals kind of taking to whatever cover that they can find. But welcome to Bezmudgeon, y'all.
Nice.
What's the weather like?
It's perfectly fine. Lightly cloudy.
Is it flat or is
Hilly grassland.
okay?
Is that forests to the north?
Is that what?
Forests. Are those forests to the north?
On the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the cities or the location of where the trolls or the troll is in the forest then.
Yes.
Well, so are the undead, I believe, aren't they?
Undead's to the far right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
next to
what-
the water.
Okay.
And that was just the town that was reporting the undead. The undead is actually in the forest north of it.
Yes.
Right, well, better best get our move on.
Yeah, we're looking for Tamros.
I'm guessing since
Mhm.
we're on the plains, we can actually try to scavenge for food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Could I use my Outlander feature?
Which one?
Wanderer.
More like
It's from the.
say it, yeah.
Oh.
Or you just tell me.
Oh, I think I can post it. There we go.
Oh, that's just the Outlander portion. That's not the Wanderer.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
Like the Wanderer portion just is like when they scavenge for food and water, they find double of what.
Yeah, that was the
would-
more pertinent part that I
Yeah.
needed.
I did not know. Did not post that.
Yeah, but you still need to be successful in doing so.
Yeah.
So, are you guys heading towards Temros?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess heading towards Timros and then, like using the terrain as it is to compensate for a lack of or a potential lack of food, enough food to get them on the way back.
Yeah,
or on the way
I
there.
would have you guys roll. Two people or one person with advantage have roll survival and would use that as a blanket survival check for all that.
That would not be me.
But you guys would be traveling for. Let's see where he dropped you off.
Like 2.5 weeks.
About 19 days.
All right.
While we're traveling, I would like to shapeshift into a wolf while we're traveling through the plains and see if I can hunt that way, get some food. If not, I can transform into a horse and
Yeah.
eat grass.
I'm hunting as well.
Okay, so you can either roll separate survivals or one of you with advantage.
What's your survival?
5. You?
All right, then yeah, I'll give you advantage.
All right.
Ooh,
Natural
20.
20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so the game at the very beginning is sparse, and I'm more of giving you guys survival because it's one thing to be able to hunt for yourself, and it's another to feed everybody for a day. But though food is sparser to feed everybody on the initial bit of your journey, towards the end it gets a little bit more plentiful closer and closer you get to the forest. So all in all, you end up saving 4 days worth of rations for everybody.
15.
Correct.
Okay. close.
But you guys finally get to the forest. The last few days of traveling, a little bit slower as you're traveling through the forest. But you eventually find your way to the. Just had it. The town of Temros. Nestled
Nice.
in between decently large trunk trees in this forest. Not quite like redwood, but rivaling at least the size of the trees itself, instead of the height.
Okay.
Many furbolgs in this town, and they actually live up and in the trees, though there are a few buildings and such that live on ground floor of the forest as well. Open and, like I said, plenty of furbolgs here, though spotted throughout. There are a couple goblins. The next major race here would be Valkyrie. There's a few humans as well as a couple dragonborn.
Will, should we find some place to stay for the night, or what time of day is it anyway?
By the time you guys get here, it'd be about midday.
Or should we go directly to, like, I don't know, the center of town and find out where this thing is supposed to be located, or
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
again take advantage of the time we have.
Well,
I see
if
no
we go
reason why we
talk
wouldn't
to
be
the
doing both.
mayor and see if they can give us accommodations while we're here.
that'd be really nice.
So you guys walking in asking random people stuff?
Yeah, I mean, just asking where we could
Mhm.
find, like, I don't know, like somebody in charge.
Constable, a mayor, council.
I mean, there are tribal leaders here, but random ass people just saying, "Let me talk to your leaders," doesn't go over very well.
No, I would be very polite.
Midreinix is going to specifically he's going to specifically in information gathering just go find a tavern and talk to a barkeep.
This is not like regular towns. There aren't shops.
Well, I mean, like I'm not suggesting like whatever seems to be like a place where people might be congregating and talking, whatever the equivalent of a
there's plenty
tavern may be.
Okay, to make shit easier here, there is an Iron Hearth outpost here.
Oh, okay.
Any town that takes up a job from the Iron Hearth is gonna have an outpost in it. Or it would say, there is no outpost here. Go at your own discretion.
Alright, go there.
It's a very small establishment. Doesn't seem like it's either been here long or sees a lot of action. There's just one elderly furbolg woman who is like tending to the place, but she's mainly just dusting the same stuff she's probably dusted many days in a row. After you guys get directed here and you see the symbol above the door and make your way in, kind of startles her that she even hears anybody come in. Hello.
Leader, you want to take hold of this?
Like he just starts coming up to the woman and prevents the document pertaining to the troll itself. We're here from the Iron Hearth regarding this issue.
Yes. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen one of these, but please, everything seems to be in order. We do not have enough rooms for all of you. We usually do a smaller contingencies, but there is 4 rooms available. Have you all eaten today? I can make something in the next 20 minutes or so.
Be very kind.
Yes. And in the meantime, could you tell us more about this troll?
I don't know too much about the troll specifically. Um, Chapter leader should be here in the next hour or so. He usually checks in to see if anything new has happened, and he'd be able to give more information. I'm more just in the housekeeping and tending.
All right.
So please go take a room. Just find yourselves comfortable. No, we only serve vegetarian, if that's fine with everybody.
Yes, of course. I've been here for a bit. I know how it works.
I nod my head.
All right.
There's just like a look on Madronix's face, but he's saying nothing.
All right. I'll be back in about 20 minutes with everyone's food. And she leaning low so she doesn't hit the roof anywhere in here. She goes out into a back room.
How is she?
Tall. She is 7'7".
Is everybody around here kind of that tall?
Furbolgs, yeah.
I mean, Furbolg
Yep.
wise, yeah.
I nod my head.
Well, you're what?
I nod my head.
Wow. They are really tall. All right.
So within 20 minutes, she brings out food and lays it out for you. It's a nice, steaming miso soup style stew. But in about an hour, if everyone's waiting,
Yep.
Sipping on the miso stew.
I just want everyone to imagine just like Midranix as he's trying to eat this soup, just like pokes it with the spoon a bit.
It's not going to kill
Like-
you.
We don't know that.
I
I sit there
pointedly
watching him
take the
eating
stew.
While we're waiting,
What's it made of?
what was this woman's name?
Vegetables.
if you asked, her name was.
Yes, I would have asked. Delilah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will talk to Delilah. I was just wondering, it took us a while to get here, and I know that, you said that you were just in the housekeeping business and stuff, but you wouldn't happen to know any place around town that we could, maybe pick up some rations or, some supplies if we need them. It doesn't look like there's like a market or anything like very obvious, but
Whatever you need, the force supplies.
the forest supplies.
Forest.
Yes, the
Forest?
forest. Just
Like the woods.
Oh, I'm sorry.
anything you need, you just go out into the forest and it'll supply you with what you need.
Oh.
They don't really do that sort of thing around here.
I would like to point out that the forest is usually an abundance of food, so they're never wanting.
Right. Except that I want meals.
They would never need to set up an establishment themselves for cooking and food, since they're very tribal and family centered. They
It's
would
gonna
just
be a
go
problem.
out and do stuff.
I literally wrote down the forest supplies thinking it was a supply shop.
It's like, I see. Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Goes out into the town. Anybody know where the forest supplies? All around, small one. Right.
I don't understand.
Amberley, would you like Fez to go get you more food?
I just don't. I'm not used to not being able to buy food. It's just really weird.
You'll get used
I
to it
mean,
here.
you could always go to someone who's having dinner and offer them coin for their meal.
Oh, I wouldn't. See, my other problem is I can't do that on the road.
Let them just travel through the forest.
But we're in the forest, little one. There are
That
no
is
roads
very.
here.
I don't know if I can do this.
We all float down here.
You're in the wrong business if you're contemplating foraging for food.
Well, I wasn't contemplating it at all. I was contemplating buying it, but if they don't have it for sale, I don't know. Well, I guess I'm going to have to learn. It's take me a little while.
Haven't you ever had to wrestle a dire wolf for a meal?
That would be a hard no.
See, I
That's when
reserve that activity strictly for Tuesdays, so
he kind of like brings down his like chain shirt, but like that's where this scar came from.
Oh,
Well,
see, yeah.
I actually don't remember you doing that Trisday.
no. Tuesday, not Tri-Stay.
No, that was Try's day.
Wait, what's Tuesday?
It's the second day.
Yeah, okay.
It's got a 2 in it and stuff.
Yeah,
Well, really, if for try, there were like 6 installments. But they were spaced so far apart, I can easily see why some might have forgotten. Sorry, that was a
Shit.
bad joke.
Mhm. All right, I'm going to have to figure this out later then.
Just for
So we
everyone's,
got our soup, right?
for everyone's
Mhm.
notes, it is currently Ends Day on the first week of Dev Brown.
It sure is.
That's right. But yes, you got your soups. About half an hour after the soups and the conversation, the door opens to the place, and the head of a man, human, cuts in. Not really looking at the rest of you guys, though he can't see you guys too often in this location. He just sees the back of Delilah. Delilah, old bird. Everything the same old, same old? Oh, Igor, actually, and she kind of turns and gestures to everyone sitting there. Oh! Well, excuse me. And he comes in and closes the door behind him. He sits about 6'2". He's got the left portion of his over his ear shaved, and he's kind of got the Skrillex style black hair off to the right. But his face has multitudes of scars. A bit of his lower left ear is missing. A large chunk out of the right side of his nose is gone. Scars all over his forehead, and it looks like his left arm, which is kind of reaching out and holding the hilt of what looks to be a great sword at his waist. Defying gravity, staying on his scabbard on his side. His arm looks to be mechanical or metallic of some sort. Sorry, I didn't expect to be seeing anybody here today. I'm guessing you're here for the job.
We came here from a Kotku regarding the troll.
Kotku, I heard they were putting in an establishment there. Good to know that they've already found people and are pushing them out. I'm Igor, and welcome to Temros. I hope you're finding yourselves comfortable.
Just kind of looks down at his soup.
It's not as bad as it seems.
No, it's actually quite nice.
I don't mind.
I'm the Great Sword of the Temros chapter of the Iron Hearth, and I welcome you. Is there any other pertinent information that you need to complete your task set before you?
Let's see. How is it like a specific type of troll, and where was it last seen?
The last confirmed sighting of this troll was about a quarter of a day's travel to the northwest from here. It's a portion of the forest that many of the Furbo community deem somewhat sacred. So they have not sent in any of their expeditionary forces to get rid of it, but they wish it to be gone. So their people can spend their time there, as they have for the centuries. As far as the troll goes itself, I am unawares of exactly which troll it is. Furbolgs are not very versed in the different discrepancies between the types, and so they were unable to give too much detail. We were lucky enough to single it down to at least troll.
Hmm.
And you said a quarter day north?
Northwest.
Northwest, thank you.
Yeah, for a while there, what they were telling us, we thought we were dealing with giants, and forest giants are not fun.
I can certainly imagine. Let's see. Well, did it have any weapons with it? Like tree it was using for a club, something like that.
We didn't get any reports on in that regard. We just got more of some more of a smash and grab situation.
Did it have a particular smell?
It seems to have been camouflaging its smell with the surrounding forestry. So, whether that means it's more intelligent or it's is more inclined to its surroundings, I'm not entirely sure.
And it's just bothering these furbolgs in this one area, correct? It
Yeah.
hasn't branched out and moved throughout the forest.
No,
It's just
it
right around
seems
there.
it seems to have understood that this is a less traveled and more sacred location, so they aren't going to be sending in swaths of people after it. So it's been holed up here for about 3 weeks now.
How have the other beasts in the area been interacting to its presence as they've been keeping away?
We find the occasional carcass of a deer or elk, but it seems that it's not creating too much of an impact environmentally to that portion of the forest.
Hmm. Are there any caves or like I don't know rocky outcroppings or something like that nearby, like where this thing is supposed to be, or
Um,
someplace that would be easily ambushable or whatever?
well, I mean, it is a forest, so there's always places to ambush. But as far as natural reclusion zones, nothing that I can think of.
Right.
All right. Any other questions?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have many other roles to play in this town, so if you have more questioning out for me, I will be back around roughly the same time tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. Delilah, stay gorgeous, dear. You all. Name of the group once more?
Bad decisions.
Right. Interesting. Bad decisions.
Bajarnix's eye twitches.
Have a good day.
Give him a big smirk.
And with that, he leaves out of the establishment.
Speaking of bad decisions, let's not make one and fight it now.
What? Why did he say that?
Well, obviously, we should get this over with as soon as possible, right?
3 hours
Right.
to travel there, 3 hours back. How many hours?
Yeah, we should make it
to
at.
search?
We should be able to make it back by nightfall, or a bit after, if anything.
That's assuming we find it in the first place, like within the first few minutes. If it takes a few hours, then by the time we find it, well, who here can see in the dark?
No, you're
I'll raise
totally
my
right.
hand.
It's a great idea. We should definitely do it in the dark.
I mean, we have torches.
Oh yeah, we do. You're right.
Torches in a forest. In a sacred forest.
Torches in a sacred forest while trying to fight a monster that can see in the dark at night and try and do melee combat. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
A certain part of me is loving this more sarcastic character that that you're now playing.
Well, I mean, we lost
Well,
our
yeah, what are we waiting for?
snarky
Alright, since-
tabaxi, so
Well, since
Fair.
we're all in agreement, I start standing up.
just let him go. Let's see how long it takes.
And I start walking out.
I'm still
We're right
sitting
behind.
down.
We're right behind you. Right behind. We'll be right out.
As I walk out the door, there's going to be another 20 feet before I realize they're not following me. And I peek through the door again and go, you guys coming?
I was going to go after I finish my stew, and I'm having second helpings because this stuff is good.
Thank you, dear.
Mm-hmm.
What
The
time of
Drynex
day is it?
takes his spoon, puts it
It's about
into
lunchtime.
the soup.
We were all waiting for Nyx to finish, and since it is taking so long, we may not have to. We may not be able to go until tomorrow.
Or next week by the time this ends.
Yeah, that too. But
You remember to check your torches?
I have my 10 here.
No, I mean Halvard. Halvard has to make sure his torches are properly prepared for a sacred forest.
I was not aware they needed preparation for a sacred forest.
You haven't attuned them to the forest yet?
No, because
Oh.
that's not a thing.
When did you become a druid in these parts?
Delilah, is that a thing?
What's a thing?
Attuning your torches to the forest.
I mean, I've heard of weirder stuff, but I haven't heard of that one.
Gestures to Delilah. See? Unless, of course, you're claiming to be a better expert of forests than Delilah over here.
You never made that claim.
Right, so I'm going to say it's safe to assume I don't need to attune my torches to the forest.
I would check with our resident druid. That's all.
How about no need? Alright, well, since you all seem content on wasting time, I guess I shall go ahead and take a look around.
all right.
Constitution saving throw, Nick.
He gets the one poisoned one. Nyx is dead, everybody. 6.
You immediately go.
Turnips.
Beetroot stew.
Oof.
Ooh,
It's borscht.
Just thinking the entire time. Where's the chicken? Where's the beef? Where's the pork? Where's the anything?
All right. Well, I'll get up and I guess I'll start walking with Halvard because we're gonna go hunt a troll at night.
Have fun storming the castle.
Enjoy.
Y'all can see at night, right?
I can.
Perfect.
No, I cannot.
You have torches though, right?
I have one torch.
So go ahead and make your guys' secondary characters.
No, they're going. Fez is staying put.
Yeah,
I'm
come
not
on.
actually gonna fight the thing. I'm looking around.
Yeah, here, Halvard, come on, let's go. I'll go with you. We're gonna get back.
That said,
No.
honestly, I do want to see what happens as the swashbuckler and the wizard go off to fight a troll alone, leaving behind the party member with a sword of giant sling.
Oh, you know what would happen? We'd make it about 150 meters into the woods, and then I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Oh no.
And $50 says I make it back to town before he notices. And then you guys are like, "Hey, where'd he go?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. He just took off into the woods."
Right.
Oh, Delilah, there's rooms here, right?
I take that bet, Malcolm.
They said 4 rooms, right?
All right, listen here, DM.
No.
While they're doing that,
I'll take
I'm
that
taking a
bet,
room.
Malcolm.
I'll take a room.
That was a player bet. That was not a DM bet.
I'll take that bet, Malcolm.
Not the one who controls everything.
No. This is just straight off using character sheet versus character sheet. I'll take that bet, Malcolm.
Moving on, we just head into the forest. Again, I'm not going to make the full quarter-day travel. I'm just going to waste time till everyone seems ready or something.
Okay. How long are you waiting till you dip?
Let's see. Well, I'm dipping right away. I'm just walking around since it seems obvious that no one wants to
Malcolm,
do
from
it today.
stealthing away.
Oh, okay.
If we're not actually going out into the woods.
Oh, no,
He's
we're going out
out
into
in
the woods.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just not doing the full quarter-day travel.
oh well.
Anything, Malcolm?
No.
Okay. So you staying with him?
Yeah, I'll stay with him.
Okay.
All right.
And the concept.
A minor improvement.
Alright, so guys, so what are we doing here? 2 of you guys
Sleeping
are
in
off in the forest,
Mario?
and 2 are looking for accommodations.
Yeah.
I heard 4 rooms. I'm taking a room while these 2 run off.
Yeah, there's rooms at the Iron Hearth.
Wait. It will be nice to be able to sleep in a bed.
Yeah, you think it's a bed?
Bed of leaves.
A sleeping bag.
It's a pole.
It's a hammock.
Nope, just a pole.
No,
There we go.
it's a literal pole. Yeah, it's a vertical pole even. So, there used to be a character that was proficient in sleeping on those, but
But they're decently nice rooms. Small little cupboard to put any items that you may want to leave behind while you go out on a job, but nothing too fancy. But beds and the whole 9 are included. Even a women's and men's separate communal washrooms.
Progressive.
I watch them all to myself.
You and Dolores.
Delilah.
Whatever.
Desiree.
I will help her clean and stuff too, with the dishes and things like that. put things away.
She appreciates, but she doesn't actually stay there. She'll let you know that she'll be back in the morning in case anything needs cleaning up or whatnot.
Sounds perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Just declares, I live in a nice house. Why would I stay here? And then walks out.
All right. So, is there anything anyone else wants to do then before nightfall?
Nope.
Nope.
This is the part where we suddenly hear screams as the troll has come to the town.
As
Don't give
Halvard
him
and Malcolm
ideas.
turn around, the troll stands right behind them. No.
No team.
That'd be
will fly in the air.
impressive.
Natural 20 stealth.
But you didn't realize that one tree you passed was actually the troll. Okay. Well, after traveling a bit into the forest and turning back around, someone's gonna have to share a room.
Mm.
Or try and find one on their own.
So, want to do a rock paper scissors?
No.
What about boulder parchment shears?
Right,
Or-
then how are we gonna decide this?
Well, I'm gonna go check the room for traps real quick.
Or
I'm
you
already
could-
walking.
You do have Misty Step prepared now.
I
You do?
do. Right. I'm gonna let him have it.
There's a nice enough, like, comfy chair in the
Ye-
main
Mhm.
room.
You can sleep on the
Yeah.
floor.
I'll sleep in the chair.
All right. I would have slept on the floor. You could have slept on the bed. Trust me, Malcolm slept in much worse.
This is fact.
His last name is Hooker.
Malcolm is Hooker. Okay, so with that, you guys all get your last long rests. Go ahead and, for those that can swap spells, prep and get ready for your next day. But we will go ahead and end the session there, as you guys are in the town of Tremoross and on the hunt for the troll that begales their, I believe it's called the Root Life Sanctuary. That is their sacred grounds inside
Good.
the forest to the northwest.
All right.
Any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
Are the homeroom items unlocked yet?
I mean, I put them in the collection, but I don't know if the other group is having the same fucking problem right now. So, I will make a character in the campaign and see if I can add them in, and then I'll let you guys know. Because that's the only way I was able to get group 1 items through. Okay.
All right.
We
Well,
love you, D&D Beyond. We
Yeah.
love you so.
I'm going to head out now. So have a wonderful night.
Yep. So you guys
Good
have
night,
a good
everyone.
We'll see you next
Night.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, Fez, I have one question. It's
This is for
I
the
assume
actual character Fez or the player Fez?
you as the player.
Alright.
Are you choosing not to use Goodberry?
I don't have Goodberry.
I mean, Goodberry is on the druid spell list.
Yes, but realize Fez
No,
lived
I
in
get I get if
forest
it's a character
full
choice.
of
I'm just curious if
droids.
that is a character choice.
Yeah,
I'm
Fez lived in a
that's what
forest
I'm
full of
personally asking.
droids.
Okay.
In a forest, so he wasn't exactly hurting for food.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.
All right, bye.
You too.
Maybe.
Thank you to those that stay with us. Have a good night. We'll see you next Sunday.